Stop that. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Mines keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mines keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch mine, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man.
I need all the
wins. Yeah, ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits. Yeah, gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah, better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
Yo, we on late night. We on late night. What's going on? It's back with Down to the Wire. Everybody here, man. Everybody here. We got Colin, we got Lee, we got Sebastian. Everybody here late night. How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm back, man.
Chilling, bro.
Back,
good
man.
Good mood, man. You know?
Good move.
I'm back off of low management, man. I'm here, man. What's up?
Back off of low management.
It's my birthday last week, man. There was a lot going on.
True.
We partied from 9 a.m. to literally 2 a.m.
Sheesh.
the day before, sometimes you can't play every back-to-back,
I feel it. Well, I mean, let's hop into it. You know how we do the first section. We got the Sunday night game. So we got Buccaneers and Cowboys. Buccaneers are currently leading the NFC South. Cowboys just got eliminated from the playoff contention. Who y'all think winning?
Bucs
Baker.
gotta win it, right? Yeah.
Gotta be big. Yeah. Gotta be big, man.
They gotta win, right? Got to. They lose this.
4.5 point
Yeah.
favorites, which is kind of crazy.
That's way too low. Honestly, that's way too low.
Mm.
I know Dallas is home, but like
it's ticket in now while we on this.
yeah.
That'd be the one that
That's
hit.
really low. That's like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Even, I know Dallas is home, but still,
They have a
like,
set.
they're not playing for nothing.
The matchup predictor says essentially 70%.
Okay.
Winfield's not playing. Otten's not playing.
Oh, is that
KJ Britt's not playing.
I didn't even know Ian was out.
But
That's terrible.
They have a linebacker named Jose Ramirez.
That's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
I'll say this: if y'all can, man, put a ticket in on Evans because they've been talking about him trying to get that 1,000 yards and stuff all
True.
week.
That's true.
So if you can, make sure you go to.
How far away is he?
Yeah, he on my parlay for sure.
What's he got right now?
I think he's at 8 something. I think he's at 8 something, man.
749.
Okay.
Yeah.
52 receptions, 749 yards,
Okay.
9 touchdowns.
Couple games left.
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all think he gets it or
y'all
what?
doing, bro?
I think Baker gonna make sure he gets it.
Think
Honestly.
so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get like at least 10 targets every game.
How many games
The
left?
last couple.
3, right? This one and 2 more.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I'm confused. How many?
Yeah, so he
yeah,
could. I mean, that's
Oh, yeah, he
300-yard
can.
games, though.
Yeah, he can.
300-yard games. He could do it. But
He gonna get like 150 this game, man.
Right
he's
now.
going to have to have a big one. He's going to have to have a big one to get it done.
We got Toby in the chat. He a Cowboys fan.
Jaden
So-
Daniels belt. We need Genty.
He also
Your name is
got
Toby.
family in Louisiana, so he loves everybody from LSU.
Okay.
So he gonna talk his crap about that Commanders Eagles game a little bit.
We'll get into that, but
We'll get into it. I mean, but do you think the Buccaneers, like, I mean, I know Falcons have kind of like, Falcons won today, but they're still in it, kind of with Penix.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's like, Buccaneers need to make a statement? Because Cowboys could play spoiler. It's still not a given,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's a statement game for the Bucs. Like everyone's kind of had them as kind of like a hot team. Everyone's loving Baker, but like if they really are a good team, they gotta win this game. Like it's kind of like a trap game. Hopefully they're not overlooking it. But yeah, because if they lose, they have more to lose than if they win, so to speak. Like if they lose, they're pretty much out of. They're going to be one and done. So they got to win.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any trap games at this point in the season. You know what's on this. You know what's at stake, and you're getting paid to play this game at the highest level. So if Tampa Bay doesn't come out ready to win, I mean, you have to win. You have to win out. You're leading, but you're not. You haven't locked it in. So you have no choice but to win. If you're not ready to come out and win today, I don't know what is. So I don't believe in a trap game for them today. They either go out there and get the job done or they don't.
Yeah, there's nothing for the Cowboys to really play for. Honestly, they should be losing so they could get a better draft pick and maybe, like Toby said, draft Genty in a few months. But
Genty gonna be gone by the time they get
you
up.
think? We'll see.
Yeah.
Diggs is out. I don't think that really means much. I don't think he's a great defender anyway. So
That means Mike Evans about to score me.
He was gonna do that regardless.
That's what that man on him.
He was gonna do that regardless.
We thinking Bucky Irvin or Rashad White?
Bucky Irvin.
For
Bucky
what?
Irvin been going crazy now.
What's the bet? What are you taking?
Anytime
Score.
touchdown?
The score?
You know what? I'm gonna go Jalen McMillan, man.
That'd be what's the plus? It's gotta be like plus like 3 something.
To
Plus-
260.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Y'all think it'll be close at all? Or you think it's just a blowout?
I think it's a blowout.
30.
30 is wild.
At least two scores. At least two scores.
Yeah, at least
It's
two
gonna be
scores
at least
for
two.
sure.
I'm gonna say the Cowboys keep it within 2, man. Keep it within 2.
Okay.
Show some pride, man.
Okay.
Micah playing? Nah, I don't even know.
That's a good
I haven't
question.
focused on the Cowboys all year, bro.
All right, so we got Buccaneers, Cowboys. I mean, we could keep it moving. So I know we got the late night, so we got to switch up the segments, but we're gonna do the quick little recap, go through the first games. But the first one is Broncos Chargers.
Oh, that's me, right?
Broncos,
Thursday
Chargers.
night game, man. Thursday night game. Great game. Bo Nix just couldn't get it done, in the crunch time playing against Justin Herbert. Kind of similar stats between the two guys, at least in terms of yardage and touchdowns, if we're going for that. And the Broncos had a chance to really make a statement and get their foot in the door, for the playoffs. And now they got to sit here and kind of play the possibility game. The essentially the rest of their season is no longer in their hands. They got to go as everybody else goes. So you've taken yourself out of the driver's seat, and now you kind of just got to play through, and you got to win out here. So good luck to Denver. Bo Nix is a young, promising quarterback, and he went 29 of 40 up against a really tough Chargers team.
Did y'all see the game? Because that was one of the most intriguing games I think I've seen in a while. That at the end of the half, Harbaugh calls that timeout, and I'm like, oh, for what? Like, what's the point? He ends up getting a free kick out of it because of the catcher's interference on the fair catch. So a straight up free kick goes for like 50-something yards, gives them 3 points. And then like Herbert just has a great second half.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. They look dead in the water. He just threw a terrible pick. Like nothing good was going to happen. And that timeout basically reversed the fate of the whole season for me, for the Chargers. I've never seen anything like it. It was so bizarre to me.
Justin Herbert can't ever be counted out. He's him.
Yeah.
That was a signature game, though. I don't think as great as
with C-level receivers.
I feel like as good as Herbert is, I don't think there's ever been a signature game to speak to that he's like had in the league for real. Like this was the first. Yeah, I'm serious.
Justin Herbert has torn my team up.
Yeah, when he first came in the league, he was on that Joe Burrow.
I'm saying
him and Joe Burrow.
What I'm saying, like
Josh Allen.
I'm saying this dude's down 2 scores. It's on him. It's on his shoulders. He has to lead the team to a comeback and win the game. For real, for real. I feel like I don't see it much. I feel like I always see him mess up in those times somehow. Like he's really good. I know he is. I don't know. I was like, I bet he could do this. I might actually have faith in him to do something in the playoffs. I don't know. It was an interesting game though. I don't know. I was like, damn.
I mean, it's definitely a divisional game, so it's always gonna be close. But they kind of pulled it out. Next one is Texans Chiefs.
Yeah, man, that Tank Dell injury is crazy. Hopefully he can make a recovery, but I think that's back-to-back years now. He's had like crazy injuries, so we'll see how hopefully his career can keep going because obviously him with that whole Texan squad, they're so young and up and coming, so hopefully he's all right. But on the other hand, the Chiefs continue to get these wins. It was a one-possession game again in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs again irked it out. And again, like it's kind of been this whole same thing with the Chiefs. Look at the box score. Nothing really stands out for you, but somehow they're getting the win. And I think now 14-1, I know people were talking about the Bills coming on, trying to get the 1 seed, but I think after this win, they're pretty much in the driver's seat. So I think they're probably going to get the 1 seed. They got their last 2 games are pretty tough though. They do got at Pittsburgh, at Denver. So this win versus Houston was huge because now they're going to go on the road against 2 playoff teams. I think they'll probably split them, and I think they'll still get the 1 seed. But yeah, I think I think Mahomes has continued to show that even though people are doubting him this year, that he's proven again and again, as long as he's on the field, it doesn't matter how they're winning. As long as he's on the field, you can't count him out. So I think it was a big win for the Chiefs. We'll see how that goes.
I know Colin love it, but I'm tired of the Chiefs devil magic, man. I don't know what y'all did to
What
keep
devil
winning.
magic?
Who they paid?
Who they paid, bro? What is
This
this,
was the
bro?
first
This was the first time this season our offense looked like our offense should look.
I'll say that's true.
This
Y'all
was
look
the first
better on
time that
offense.
we actually played well.
Yeah, people starting to get healthy. Hollywood Brown back, so it's only a matter
The
of
run
time.
game, the run game's coming around. You're getting healthy bodies. So
Kareem Hunt looked outstanding. Pacheco didn't have a great day, but Kareem Hunt looked great.
I don't care about none of that. Throw Kelsey the damn ball. All right,
Who?
that's it. Kelsey.
What's his name?
Kelsey.
What'd you call him? Chuck Kelsey?
I definitely said Chelsea.
He definitely did.
Throw the ball, man. I'm tired of BS.
Okay. Well, moving to the next one, we had Steelers Baltimore.
All right, so I did watch this game. It was really a Ravens routing. I wanted to hit you up, PMC, because you've been on the Steelers are going to make the playoffs and the Ravens won't hold tip all year, and then that's what the game looked like. I don't know. But I'll say this. I thought Lamar was going to have a chance to really try to get back into the MVP race for real. And then he threw that terrible pick when Zay Flowers was wide open. And I was like, man, come on, bro. I loved it, though. I mean, I didn't love it because I have Lamar as my fantasy quarterback, but I was facing a dude who had Zay Flowers. So I was like, I bet. But they look good overall. Henry had like 100-something yards, 120 yards. They're able to continue to run the ball. They're starting to open up the passing game. I think Zay Flowers had over 100-plus yards as well. And outside of that bad pick, like the offense was humming. The defense also looked good. So Kyle Hamilton seems to be back healthy for real. I don't know. They're not going to be able to get to the 1 seed or anything like that, but I feel like nobody's trying to play the Ravens in the playoffs. And I know we say that every year, and they always fumble it anyway somehow. But this year, they got Henry, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Had to throw that shot at you, though, because you was all that Steelers talk all year.
Hey, man.
All year, man.
Am I on? There we go.
Yeah, you on.
Lamar Jackson hasn't played like Lamar Jackson yet.
And he's still on pace for like 40 touchdowns and 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say if his
crazy.
numbers wise, he's having a better year than he is his MVP year.
Well, I'm talking about like running, scrambling.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
He still has another year. Yeah.
That's what scared me, because when they get to the playoffs and people start shutting certain things down, we still got to remember that that's Lamar Jackson.
If his legs are fresh, man.
Yeah, which they are.
Exactly.
The Ravens are scary just because they have.
Who are they in line to play now? Because they're what, the 5th seed? That would make them play. Who would be 4?
They're gonna find a way to make them play Kansas City, anyways. Just for the ratings, it don't matter.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
They're gonna find a way to make it happen. They're going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's crazy. All right.
Shout out Deontay Johnson. Didn't they cut Deontay Johnson?
Yeah, bro.
They did.
Shout out to
We should be saying RIP.
Nobody won.
Yeah.
That was nobody won, bro. Nobody. No fantasy owners didn't win. The Ravens didn't win. Nobody won.
The Panthers won.
Panthers won.
Panthers won.
Yeah. Even the Panthers didn't win.
Panthers won. No, they've been playing well.
Yeah, but watch them use like their draft pick on like somebody. Never mind. Let's keep going.
Keep it moving.
I don't want to put that energy.
We got next.
All right, next was the Falcons Giants. So that was
Sebastian, you know exactly where I was headed.
Who
That
watched
was-
this? Did anyone watch this game?
I
watched
a little
it.
bit. It was
The
the
Giants?
Penix debut.
The
man.
Penix game? Yeah, the Penix
Penix
game.
I did not.
debut.
This game I did not really care for. Sorry.
I think honestly, I think Falcons could be sneaky good with like Penix. I think like they tried to run the ball a lot, just to kind of cover it up. Obviously, like Bijan was the same, Algier was the same, and if they kind of keep that approach, like who knows? I mean, there's still no tape on him. You know, he could go on a little run. They still need to try to make it to the playoffs, but they still got those weapons, man. So I don't know. He had one pick.
Don't blame. That was not his fault. Man.
I was just about to say it wasn't his fault. He had one pick, but it wasn't.
You know
his
what?
fault.
It was his fault.
It wasn't.
For trusting Kyle Pitts to catch the football.
I mean, when you watch
that's a rookie mistake,
wide
man.
open.
Don't do that.
As a Kyle Pitts holder on my fantasy team, I
Yeah.
agree. That is
It's a rookie mistake.
I mean, he tried. It was the Giants.
The
You
Kyle
gotta try
Pitts
some stuff out.
decline. The Kyle Pitts decline from his rookie year after has to be studied.
It's not even a decline, bro. He's been a bum the whole time,
Nigga,
bro.
no, his rookie year he went off. He had 1,000 yards his rookie year.
his rookie
Everyone-
year.
He went
everyone
off.
said it was-
He went crazy his rookie year.
Everybody's waiting
Everyone
for
said
that
it
to
was
come
the
back.
offense.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
everyone said it was Dolphins.
But yeah. Next up, we got Titans Colts.
Ain't nobody watched that, bro.
What do you mean?
Jonathan
That-
Taylor.
This is a
Jonathan
great
Jonathan
game.
Taylor went on. Yeah, he won.
Game, bro.
Jonathan Taylor went absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he
The
won.
Colts, listen, Indianapolis took off to start this game. 24 points in the second quarter was ridiculous. 14 points in the third quarter, and then absolutely went cold. I mean, dead cold in the fourth quarter, giving up. What was that? About 22 points unanswered from the third quarter to the fourth. So in the end, Tennessee lost by 8 points, but Jonathan Taylor controlled this entire game. The Indianapolis Colts have a great roster, but you can't go through a game where you only throw the ball 11 times.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, they scored 30 plus though. They ran 11 times and they scored 30 plus. That's crazy.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor is
Taylor.
not gonna have freaking
29 carries.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Richardson
But-
ran the ball 9 times for 70
Yeah.
yards and didn't get tired. And one
Didn't
touchdown of
get
his
tired.
did get called back. So one of Jonathan Taylor's 3 touchdowns really should have went to Ant, but
That needs to be their offense though going forward. Just exactly. Just run it all day with Taylor and Richardson. Don't make Richardson do too much.
Yeah.
Pretty much make him like a Lamar. Pretty much just do more design runs with him. But
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Bars open, guys. You want anything?
We'll see.
I got tequila. I got
just hide the
tequila.
label.
I
Just
got
hide the
tequila.
label. Just hide the label. We don't get paid for that. Just hide the
Right.
label. They don't.
I got
Yeah,
tequila.
hide the label. Just,
I'll take some tequila.
No labels.
man.
All right. While Colin's passing out drinks, we'll go to the next game. Lions Bears.
this was the Jahmyr Gibbs game. Thankfully,
Thankfully,
I
I was facing him this week.
I mean, I got him, so thankfully he's
Oh
on my
my
team.
God.
Pretty much, I think everybody was expecting it with the Montgomery injury, and I think Gibbs just proved he can carry where he can be a workhorse. He can get those extra carries, 20 plus touches. I think he's going to win a couple of fantasy ships this year. If he keeps it going, I don't see his workload decreasing in the next couple of weeks. They're going to need him. They're also playing for the 1 seed, so they're going to start to feed him. This was really all about the Lions, especially with the Hurts injury to the Eagles earlier. I think this puts the Lions back into the driver's seat for the 1 seed. So we'll see how that goes. They've had a ton of injuries themselves, but they continue to just look like it's not even bothering them. So between Gibbs taking off, I think it was a big game for the Lions. I think they retook the spot as like the undisputed 1 seed in the NFC.
Did you see the fake stumble play?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fake stumble. Yeah,
That's so wild, bro.
It's crazy.
That's so crazy.
they got away with it. Yeah.
I will say I mean Ben Johnson's been doing an amazing job. He says he's not gonna run out of stuff. I would have kept that one.
Yeah.
I would've
Like
kept
why?
that one.
Why are you using that
Like,
versus the
I'm not
Bears?
using that against,
Pulling
I'm
it
not
out,
using that against the Bears, bro. So I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody's having fun, everybody's scoring. So I guess.
Well, technically,
but,
isn't that a rivalry game? Technically,
Man, listen.
NFC North. Yeah.
I mean, earlier in the year, like Bears were good, but according to some people. But
Hey, I still believe in Caleb Williams.
I don't think they've won since.
they look.
Yeah,
The
they
thing is, they're
probably
showing.
have it. But,
They're showing signs
yeah,
of
like Caleb
starting
Williams.
to click.
Yeah, like Caleb
They're
Williams
showing
looked decent
signs of
today.
starting to click. if they go ahead and they kind of upholster that offensive line, I'm actually a DeAndre Swift fan, but they need to add another running back and reupholster that offensive line. With a year, let's see how they look next year. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to look next year.
The NFC North ain't getting weaker. I'll tell you that.
It ain't.
It could. I could see Minnesota being a one-hit wonder.
Are you in on Caleb Williams though? Do you think he can?
I've never been. I will never in my life
showing you enough?
Be all in on a quarterback from Gonzaga College High School. Never.
I don't know who else went there.
Is it the painting of the?
Don't worry. Don't. No, it's because I went to St. John's College High School.
Oh, okay.
This is literally the oldest Catholic school rivalry in any level. In any level of sports.
It's beef.
It's on site. You gotta be.
Yes, our beef predates the Civil War. This is biblical. This is slave times.
All right. Sorry, I brought it up. I didn't mean this.
Yeah.
So this is biblical.
My class. I don't know. Some people from my class literally purchased pigs, greased them up, and wrote "Go" in St. John's on the pigs, and let them off in the middle of the JV game. Is that type of rivalry? So no, Caleb Williams will always be trashed.
Letting me off in the JV game is kind of wild.
It was hilarious.
Game, yeah.
The JV game.
They called us in. They called us in from practice to watch I don't know how they sent the film back in 2010. They sent the film from the game to us, and we got it like in real time. Yeah. But yeah, and I think the coaches was in on it too. Anyways, continue. Shout out to St. John's. Go.
Speaking of JV games, the Bengals and the Browns.
I like what you did there. I like what you did there.
Wow. Bengals still in it. They still alive. They still in the hunt, man.
They're 7-8.
They're gonna need some help.
The Bengals aren't in it. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are in it.
Right.
That's the only three niggas that play.
That's the whole team. That's
a lot of help.
That's the whole team.
I mean, Chase Brown. I like Chase. Chase Brown's been killing it since he's taken over.
Damn right he has.
He's definitely a big three. It's definitely a big three.
Where was the Chase Brown love? Yeah.
Chase Brown. No, Chase Brown. You're right. I should.
Help,
let me get some respect to Chase Brown. You have shown up when nobody knew who you were at the start of the season, and you've made a name for yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
he's the reason they got rid of Joe Mixon. So
yeah, good move. That is a good. move.
They drafted him to replace Mixon. Yeah.
Overall, the game wasn't all that exciting. There was a couple really interesting touchdowns that were thrown. But the Browns were kind of out of it from the jump, in my opinion. So,
yeah, that's fair.
What you mean? Joe Burrow's had that Mahomes play, man.
Oh my God, I knew you were gonna say this.
Mahomes magic. Parallel to the ground.
It was a crazy play. It was
parallel to the ground. That's Mahomes right there all day.
Mm-hmm.
Looking just like his daddy, man.
Chris Collinsworth.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
Oh man. All right. Next is Rams Jets. This was a terrible game to watch. It was, but the Rams are still in it, and the Rams are kind of running away with their division now. Not running away. I still got the Seahawks, but they're starting to claim their seat at the top. You know, with the Cardinals got eliminated today. 49ers seem like they're out of it, but they're
Seahawks lost too.
Did they?
Yeah,
this was like the perfect week for them.
Perfect scenario. So it's kind of weird though, because like you see the Rams, they show some signs, and then you don't really know how good they are, just because they haven't been really healthy. But either way, it's another win. Jets, I don't know what to say about them at this point, but it's just it's hard to watch.
How many people you think lost fantasy weeks last week because Cooper Kupp had 0 catches?
A lot.
It's probably at least
a lot. I mean, he only had 24 yards this week. So it's like,
and Puka we trust.
That's
tough. Yeah, it's Puka.
That just means it'll be Kupp next week.
Puka, that was a good show. Anybody watch?
I feel like the Rams did just enough to win the game. They knew they didn't even have to go 100%, so they didn't even need Kupp or anything. The Jets are just trash. So yeah.
I mean, the Jets looked really good last week.
They did. I don't know why. It's because the game didn't matter anymore. That's why.
Yeah, the game didn't matter.
This game didn't matter either.
I mean, last week Devonta Adams had 150 yards in the last minute of the game.
He scored this. He
Garrett
scored this week
Wilson
too, right?
still found a way to complain. Yo, receivers need to shut the hell up this year, bro. I'm so sick, yo. And we didn't say anything about we talked about the Eagles game already, right?
No, we haven't.
Not
got
yet.
one.
Not
AJ
yet.
Brown. AJ Brown.
Alright,
I'm
gonna say what I want to say then.
All right.
All right. So next is 49ers Dolphins.
That's me again. Good to see Debo getting back into the end zone. Good to see Debo in the backfield. That was fun. But yeah, the Dolphins ran through the 49ers, who are pretty trash right now. And it could have been worse because Tyreek was dropping mad passes to start the game.
Yeah, he
So,
was.
but I don't know. This is around the time that I started to take a nap today because I was like, yeah, I see where these late slate of games are going. So
That late slate is what saved my fantasy football season because
the late slate was actually pretty good, but this game was trash.
I had A-Chain, and that
He
boy
went
went off for no reason. That game, like, he did not need to score that last touchdown, but I needed it, so I appreciate you, dog. I needed it. He went absolutely crazy. I think both teams are like out of the playoffs, but I think the Dolphins are still technically in the hunt, but they're not making the playoffs, man. So it was a cool little game to watch. Purdy threw that terrible pick towards the end.
Purdy was out there running around like a chicken with his head cut off, literally. Purdy was trying to be out there looking like Lamar or Mahomes, trying to just just getting sacked.
He missed Kittle for a touchdown on one of them like really close drives, and I was like, Purdy ain't it, man. And I like Purdy.
Mr. Irrelevant, man. Put some respect on his name.
He got paid, bro. He got paid.
Another good game out there. Vikings Seahawks.
That was a game of the week for me.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, baby. Sam Darnold. Sam
I got
Darnold bringing it
JSN.
Sam
JSN
Darnold.
saved me, bro. Shout out to him.
Yeah, that was the battle of the former Jet quarterbacks, the reclamation projects. Sam Darnold showed out, man. I still can't believe he's playing this well. He's been doing it all year. So shout out to him. That was a great comeback win. I think since week 11, Sam Darnold has the one pick. He's got in his last 6 games, 15 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. If he can keep this going, I think the Vikings are sneaking into that upper tier of these NFL teams. We talk about the Lions up there. Look at the records; they're right there, same exact thing. And I think they play them one more time in the last week, so that's going to be big. So yeah, give me Sam Darnold. I think he might sneak his way into like MVP talks if they can sneak their way into the 1 seed. If they get the 1 seed and Sam Darnold keeps playing like this, he's got to be at least a dark horse for MVP. So
do you think they pay him? Do you think Vikings pay him?
They're trying not to.
They don't want to. They don't want to.
Is JJ going to be better than this?
No.
Like,
No.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
So why not?
No.
So why not?
Yeah.
And also it's like, yo, you can still keep JJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
But
I think you got him on a rookie deal for the next 3-4
Yeah.
years.
and then
if anything,
he'll
you
be
could trade him,
21.
then-
You know?
Yeah.
Like so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna see a similar deal to what Baker got. So I think the Bucs were like geniuses in signing Baker. I think it was like $30 million or something a year compared to these like $40-50 million guys. So if Sam Darnold, it depends what he's going to ask for, but I feel like he's going to ask for something similar. And the Vikings, they're so good. They still have a window to win a championship with Darnold. I would bring Darnold in a like 2-3 year deal on like a Baker deal.
And I think he'll get less than Baker got because his overall resume is still worse than Baker's was when Baker got paid.
Yeah, but it depends. If they go on a little
Depends
run
how
here
they
to
go
make it to
far,
that,
yeah.
if they make it to the NFC Championship
But
game,
even Baker made the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
game.
but you're
Like,
talking about potential 1 seed and making a run. You know what I mean?
Hey,
and if he gets MVP, he's gonna get MVP.
He's
votes.
not gonna.
He's gonna get MVP.
He's gonna get
votes.
votes. He's gonna get votes.
Yeah, he's gonna get votes. He's gonna get votes.
He's not gonna win it, but he's
Sam
gonna get
Darnold,
votes.
man.
Am I making another bet in here, bro?
No.
About Sam Darnold
We don't need to do
MVP
that.
vote
We don't need to do
considerations,
that.
bro.
We
Am I
don't need to
doing
do
that?
that. We don't need to do that.
Sebastian, when I the first week that I hopped on the show, he was in my MVP.
Yeah. That was
conversation.
what?
He had a couple bad weeks. That's the only thing that really threw him off, or just a few bad
Yeah.
weeks.
Through the
He had a
first
couple
half of
weeks,
the
but-
season, he was
Y'all
very much
lucky.
yeah.
Y'all lucky.
But-
Josh Allen didn't show out today, bro. I am. But
Yeah. I mean,
See,
he's still
that's
the
the
front
thing-
runner. He's still the front
Yeah,
runner.
he's still the front runner. But the thing with Josh Allen is like the counting stats aren't there. Like he's like not top 2 and not top 3 in anything, but Sam Darnold's going to have the counting stats. And if he gets the 1 seed, I feel like you got to give it to Darnold, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Another JV game: Jaguars and Raiders.
Oh, that's me, right? All right. Y'all know y'all didn't watch this game. Y'all don't lie. Don't lie to the people.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
I saw the red zone. I saw red zone highlights.
It popped up every now
I
and then.
didn't watch it on
Red
Red Zone.
It popped up every now and then. I had my quad box with the YouTube TV. It popped up every now and then. I was sick because I was facing Brian Thomas, and he kept just catching the goddamn ball. Yeah. But overall, I was happy with the outcome because now the Giants have the #1 seed in the Tankathon, and I love that for us.
In the Tankathon, yeah.
I absolutely love that for us. Shout out to Shador or Cam. I'd prefer Cam. But yeah, bro, yeah, I ain't watch it, so I can't really comment on it. I know Tank Bigsby fumbled at one point.
Yeah,
because he was on my bench.
Yeah. Moving on, Patriots Bills. This actually was closer than it should have been. Patriots were up 14-0 to start the game. It looked like they were going to upset, and then got a few bounces their way, and Bills were able to, take the game. But I do think the biggest takeaway for me for this game was just the Bills just offensively. Like it seemed like they were playing a lot of one high safety, and it was really giving them problems. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think everybody thought that the Bills were going to win, and they eventually got there. But just I don't know. The Bills have just looked shaky like from week to week. Like it's either the offense one week and then it's the defense. So it's like I don't know if they can put it together when the playoffs comes. But that was the biggest thing for me.
Bills got lucky, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They did,
and I'm thankful because I played Bills defense, and it's gonna be the reason I probably win this week because of that crap. Yeah. That terrible decision by Drake May to throw it behind his back like that. And I was watching like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? Throwing it behind yourself that close to the red zone
in your own.
It's terrible.
On like 15, bro. Goddamn Drake May, man.
It was the 5.
And Gerard Mayo said it after the first quarter, bro. That was only one quarter. Those 14 points came in the first quarter. He said that was only one quarter. Let's go do it again.
Yeah,
that goddamn Drake May
That was terrible, bro. It really
all
was.
we needed was for y'all to hold it down up there in goddamn Boston. Foxborough, wherever the hell y'all at up there.
Colin shook low key, bro.
God damn it, dog. I don't want to have to go back to Buffalo, man, in the playoffs to do that again.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
To have to go do that again?
I will say Josh Allen did get hurt in that game, and he looked a little shaky as a result. Apparently, he broke his hand week 1, his left hand, but his other hand was
he's not John Collins. He can throw the ball with a broken hand or a broken finger. He's not John Collins. A broken hand or broken finger is not going to stop Josh Allen from being an MVP.
Yeah. If anything, it just adds to the narrative, and it's a narrative of words. It's just going to add to his. So,
yeah. We got 2 more on here. Next is Cardinals Panthers. Turned out to be a good game.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a good game. Chuba Hubbard, how do you say his name? I don't even know. But
Chuba
Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard.
He's been killing it though.
Yo, Hubba Bubba, man.
Hubba Bubba. Terrible.
Yeah, that's all I got. He was, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he sealed the game late too.
He sealed the game late. I feel like he's been under the radar. No one's really been talking about him all year, but he's been crazy. Not crazy, but he's been solid all year. Really, the only positive on that offense. So yeah, I don't got much to say. I didn't really watch this game, to be honest with you. But
knocked the Cardinals out, and Connor got hurt again. So
Connor got hurt. Yeah. So, but that was like you were kind of waiting for that one.
I hope it's not serious, man. I got him in my work league, bro. I need him.
Pick up Benson, man.
I need him.
Pick up Benson. And last but not least, Eagles Commanders.
How you feeling about that, TMC? How you feeling? Because
I'm actually fine with it.
You're fine. Okay, it was a great game.
You beat our backup quarterback.
So it was a great.
Let's go.
Game.
Let's go because Lee and Sebastian, y'all was wilder last week.
Yeah.
Tell me Jalen Hurts doesn't
30?
matter.
They still put up
Tell
30
me
points,
Jalen Hurts
right?
doesn't matter.
They still put up
that's
30
the
points.
bigger
Tell me
concern.
Jalen
That's the
Hurts
bigger
doesn't
concern.
matter.
The bigger concern is the 30 points to me. That's the
Yeah,
bigger concern.
I think what we're not talking about though is Jaden Daniels coming through, because we talked all the last couple of weeks how good the Eagles defense has been, right? And yeah, they beat a backup quarterback, but Jaden Daniels still went against the number one defense in the league, I believe. If they're not one, they're two, no matter what stat you look at. And Jaden Daniels coming in there, Kenny Pickett, but still Jaden Daniels showed out. He had a great game. What do you have? Like, how many touchdowns did you have today? Like 5, something like that.
End of the day, man, F all that. Shout out to Kenny Pickett for getting Big AJ the ball, bro. All right?
Squeaky wheel, yeah.
Squeaky wheel, man. Wasn't even complaining to you, and you still got him the ball.
When he caught it. Shout out to Marshawn Lattimore versus AJ Brown was a great matchup. That was what we hoped we would see out of Marshawn Lattimore versus AJ Brown. Not what we thought, what we hoped, because you never know what Marshawn Lattimore.
You never know what Jalen Hurts, because AJ not getting the ball. If Jalen Hurts in there, you saw that Devontae Smith.
Did y'all see Saquon? Have y'all seen Saquon Barkley?
Can I hate in peace?
Did you watch the game?
Can I hate in peace?
Receivers need to shut up this season, bro. Receivers are pissing me off.
Literally,
Garrett Wilson just did it after the Jets won. Freaking, you got Saquon about to have the greatest rushing season of all time, and you got AJ complaining after they won a game,
and they were dropping the ball. AJ, Devontae, and
I was gonna say
dropped the ball.
They all
Devontae Smith.
Saquon would have had a big drop.
Yeah, that was a huge drop.
Saquon had a big drop.
Huge
but
drop.
The Devontae Smith drop was great. Oh, it was huge.
It's the game.
Oh, that was
the game.
That was the game. That was the game. Over the middle.
The game.
That was the game.
They would have been able to run out the clock.
Yeah. But I think there is you can't say Jalen doesn't matter. I think because they turned the ball over. They turned the ball over 5 times. The Commanders turned the ball over 5 times. I think Eagles score a lot more points, or they at least have more time of possession if they have Jalen. So it's just
as much as I be hating and I be talking crap. If they had Jalen Hurts, they win this game. I fully believe that. Fully believe that. 100%.
It's not that Jalen Hurts doesn't matter. It's not that he doesn't matter. It's just I still don't believe he's.
If Jalen Hurts,
he's
listen, let me tell you something. If Jalen Hurts plays, the Commanders aren't scoring 30 points.
Yeah,
no, probably not.
The time of possession, the flow of the game completely changes. It's a completely different game. When they scored their first touchdown, when I think Crowder scored the first touchdown, I personally was like, "Oh, great! The Commanders got some points on the board. They're about to get 40 hung on their heads."
Yeah. Well, it's also
then Jalen Hurts went out, and I was like, new game, new ball game.
But it was also like the focus was turned to Saquon right after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
Saquon still ran the ball really well.
Saquon had like 30 touches.
But I'm saying they were like, Kenny Pickett's going to beat us. You know what I mean? Like Kenny Pickett was the one who had
the defense.
The defense was going to make like Kenny Pickett win the game.
Shout out to Scary Terry, and of course, shout out to Jaden Daniels. This was the game that Jaden Daniels tried to have against Philly last game in that first game, but he was a rookie. So in clutch time, he threw some turnovers. He had a bunch of turnovers today, but he made the clutch plays and really controlled the game when he needed to. Man, I was really excited to see that for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he needed this game. Just for his like rookie of the year stock. People were talking about Bo Nix sneaking in there. But again, the Eagles like the number 1, number 2 defense.
Trying to snake the white man
coming in 5 touchdowns.
Give my man Brock Bowers his trophy, man.
Yeah. Another white man. Why you always trying to steal the white man?
He on my team.
It's the best tight end. He's having the best rookie tight end year ever. So
he's having one of the best receiving years.
Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
How many? What he got?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
he on the Raiders, bro. Like
a lot. He right
it's
about
him
that.
and Jacoby. It's him and Jacoby Myers, bro.
Right
like, what are you talking about, bro?
You're right.
Yeah, but now they got no Devontae Adams. So
you know what? Give it
exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. These are inflated stats, bro.
Give it
we off Bo Nix now.
One game is all tape.
We off
one game is all tape.
For rookie of the year. For rookie of the year.
Wait.
For rookie of the year.
When were we ever on?
Nah, he had a run.
Some people were.
Sebastian, I'm the person who brought Bro Nix into the conversation on the show.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it was me.
It was a
Put respect on
conversation
my
though.
takes because you be saying I'm crazy, and then my takes. So yeah, put some respect on my takes.
New
But-
information has come out. Context has changed.
It's a week-to-week league.
It's a week-to-week
Yeah,
league.
it's a week-to-week.
Respect. I respect that.
Week-to-week league.
I respect that.
Hey.
But
Alright.
no, it's Jaden Daniels, bro.
Yeah.
It's
I think
Jaden
he kind of cemented it right
He
here.
has the most.
He's got the
moments.
best record.
He's got the most moments. He has the best stats. He has the best team.
He has the best control over his team and his offense. Let's be honest, bro. Bo Nix has Cortland Sutton.
Yeah. It's that
Who else
What's
he
it
got?
called?
He got a couple weapons over there. Jaden Daniels has Terry McLaurin and a couple.
Wait, yeah, time out. McLaurin's better than anything on the Broncos.
That's not the. See, here y'all go. I say a name and y'all get hung up on the name. Who gives a fuck about
you
the
said it.
That was your whole point.
Yeah, your whole point was Cortland Sutton
stop.
versus McLaurin.
Can I get my point out?
Go ahead.
Denver has at least 3. Bo Nix has at least 3 legitimate weapons.
Name them.
Do they?
Give
Who?
me a second. I gotta look. At
yo.
he got listen. He has listen. Javonte Williams doesn't even really get the ball like that anymore. Javonte was one of the most slept on running backs.
I wonder why he doesn't.
He's one of the most slept on running backs. I'm trying to be serious.
Javonte Williams or Brian
Javonte
Robinson?
Williams is one of the most slept on running backs in the entire league.
But
you would not say
Javonte Williams, nobody knew his name.
But we
and
can't anoint him though.
Who was a first round? Was he a first round pick or a second round pick? Yeah.
No,
We
Brian-
can't anoint potential.
Yeah, Brian Robinson.
He's not better than Brian
We
Robinson.
can't
He's not better than Brian
potential.
Robinson. He's not better than Brian Robinson.
Are you
Javonte-
what? You're shocked at that?
Over Brian
Javonte
Robinson?
Oh,
Williams?
First of all, we're not.
can't
Are we
anoint
gonna sit
potential.
here? Are we gonna sit here and say that they're playing in the same type of division if we're talking about rushing defenses?
Oh my god, bro.
Who's having a better year?
Now
this
we
year?
get
That's all I'm-
into the semantics, bro. Who better, Javonte
Who's that?
Williams? or
Brian Robinson is better than Javonte Williams. Stop
Yes.
talking to me, y'all.
Not this
Because now
week.
y'all,
numbers.
because now
Look at
y'all
the
are talking
numbers.
real now y'all talking
Look at the
real
numbers.
casual shit. You're not talking real football. We're talking real football. There's no planet except for Brian Robinson getting shot on 14th Street and coming back to many men that makes him a
That
better
was crazy.
running back.
Coming
That
back to
gives him
Many Man
better
was
first.
iconic.
That gives him
goated.
better vision. That gives him better cuts. That gives him that gives him what you call it, better handle on the ball than freaking Javonte Williams. There's no way that y'all are gonna say it. That makes him a better blocker.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about Javonte Williams today or Javonte Williams 2 years ago before he had back-to-back? He had back-to-back knee injuries, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's not the same player he was coming out of college. Coming out of college,
respect.
I agree with you. That the reason he was a
Respect.
second-round pick, he had a lot of hype coming into the Broncos, but then he had back-to-back injury years. He barely played, and there's a reason this year he's not getting the ball, and they started giving the ball to estimate.
Okay,
or
well,
everything.
to bring this all back to the main point, Drake May, at the very least, has Michael Burton, who is a very good tight end, very slept on tight end. He's got Cortland Sutton. He's got Troy Franklin, who's a major speedster. He's got Marvin Mims, who's also a major speedster.
Listen,
the point is, Jaden Daniels got Terry McLaurin and a few bad tires. That's it,
bruh.
It's a lot of bad tires.
He's got a better wide
It's a lot of bad tires.
It's just not accurate, bro.
But I will say Jaden Daniels does have.
Who else is he going to? Jamison Crowder is 40.
No. I will
Terry
say.
McLaurin is.
But I will say, to add to that, he's
Terry
in a
McLaurin.
Kingsbury
That's
offense.
him. That's it. That's the only person.
That Kingsbury offense is suited for Jaden Daniels. So it really doesn't matter who the wide receivers are.
They worked on it back in college at Arizona State together.
But it's it was
With
the same
Brandon
thing with
Ayuk.
Kyler Murray. It's the same thing with Kyler Murray. Is that's what we're seeing. Yeah, it's the same type of offense.
Andy Isabella going off for 700 yards in a season.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Andy Isabella?
Yeah.
Hey man,
Hey,
I thought he was gonna be nice. I thought he was gonna be nice.
He was a second round pick too.
I thought he was gonna be nice.
All these second round picks. I think he was a second round
He
pick.
needed to go to the Patriots. That's why.
Just because you're a second round pick doesn't mean that you're gonna be a dog, bro. Who? Like,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he had hype coming.
Bree
into the
Archer
league.
was like a second or third or fourth round pick.
Hey, his college numbers were crazy though.
Crazy. His NFL numbers terrible.
You know?
He was too small though. Yeah.
And PMC, we know who he was messing with at the time. Never
Cooper
mind.
Rush balling.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about
is
that.
he? Okay.
That game started, right?
Gassing this nigga. Oh my God, my man. Nigga ain't do shit.
So
That nigga ain't do shit.
let's get to the next topic. Since we're talking about all the big teams, who is gonna be the number one seed in the NFC?
I kind of went into it a little bit before, but I'm going the Vikings. I got the Vikings. I think it's going to come down to Vikings-Lions that last week, and give me the Vikings. Sam Darnold already went through it, MVP.
See, I just think the Lions are better than the Vikings, and I think that they'll win that game. But the Lions are just so injured, and the Vikings aren't anywhere near as injured. The Eagles kind of might have just lost their shot at it with this loss to the Commanders. I don't know. They still have an easier schedule than the other two teams, in my opinion. So maybe they get back into it if a couple losses happen here or there. Those other two teams have to face each other, so we'll see. But I'm going to still put my money on the Lions. I've been riding the Lions all year. So I'll say the Lions. Hopefully they get healthy and prove me right. So,
Well, the Lions are going to have to beat Minnesota to make that happen.
Mhm.
The last game is at Detroit, though, and Detroit won the first game. So it's really going
that's
to come
what I'm
down to
saying.
that last week.
They already have the win over them, and this next game is home.
Was Jettis playing the way he's playing right now in the first game?
It's like, yeah, I feel like you mentioned all the the Lions injuries. I feel like the Lions everyone's been kind of waiting for them to kind of tailor off with all these injuries, but they're still like hanging in there. I feel like they're due for like a bad game, so to speak.
Who do Vikings have next week? I think is the real question.
They got Green Bay. So, it's gonna be a tight game. That division.
Back-to-back divisional games to end the season is
Lions got the Niners.
So the narrative is there for Sam Darnold MVP. I'm telling you, the narrative is there. If Sam Darnold,
is everybody finishing the season with divisional games?
Yeah. I think they started doing that.
They do that on purpose. No. They do it on purpose now.
No. I'm talking back to back.
Oh,
that's back to
divisional games.
We're not. Nobody else is. I don't think anybody else is.
That's not normal.
I think the Eagles are.
The Eagles are.
Yeah.
Eagles Giants is last week, right?
Yeah.
And then I think they play the Cowboys next week.
Yeah. Okay. That's not as bad for y'all, but
let's see. That's what
I'm saying. The Eagles aren't out of it, but it's not like great.
Nasty work.
I think the biggest thing for like that Vikings, like obviously it's next week, right? Like next week Vikings have to win to kind of. I mean, who do the Lions play?
So the other thing is, so are the Packers out of the first overall seed run? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean they're 10-4. They're 10-4, so pretty much.
They're pretty much out. They'd have to win out / get help.
But the thing about it, which is interesting, is like Packers beat Vikings, and then Vikings lose to the Lions. They jump ahead of the Vikings, I think. Or
because they have 2 divisional games in a row as well. So they have the Vikings and then they have the Bears, the Packers. Yeah. So if they win both of those, I don't know what that would make them in the division versus what the Lions would have to be for them to win it. But
I just want to point out that while we've been on this stream, Dallas is up 3-0.
Yeah.
No, they're up more than that. 9.
They just scored again?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I told you, Dallas.
Cooper Rush 8 for 9.
I don't even know if Toby's still in the chat. Toby,
he probably going crazy.
He's watching the game right now. He's going crazy. He said, Rico Dowdle masterclass. Yo, what did he say? Rico Dowdle. What did he say? Rico Dowdle classic. That's what he said.
Man,
I need you to get Toby on the show for real. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I need you to get him to really come on the show.
He would totally join.
I need him to hop on the show.
He would join.
Yo, PMC, we about to split up, man. I'm pretty sure it says 6 watching now. But we gotta split this up, man. We might have to do an early show and a late show, man.
Like pre and post game.
Pre-game, post game, but don't worry, we're gonna talk about it after. We're gonna talk about it after. I got you. I got some ideas. We going global.
So we are all saying Vikings or Lions? Eagles out of it?
Are we all counting the Eagles out? Are we all counting the Eagles out?
I'm not counting.
No, I'm not counting the Eagles out.
They got the easiest schedule.
The Eagles are going to win out. The Eagles are about to win out.
But the Vikings and Lions have to lose.
The Eagles are about to win out.
But hold on, one of them will lose, guaranteed.
Yeah, but
the Eagles are going to win.
The thing is, Lions have the tiebreaker. That is the thing. Lions. So
they need the Lions to lose that last game.
The Lions are losing the last game.
But the thing is, we just lost to the Commanders, so I think it's double now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, it's not good.
Yeah,
it's probably double. And also, is Hurts even going to play versus
He'll
the
be
Cowboys?
back.
It's a
Let's
concussion,
be
right?
clear.
Concussion.
Jalen Hurts was ready to go back in today.
I told him, but that's the problem. It's not going to be up to him
Well,
because the concussion stuff. He's going to
thing
have
is-
If he was ready to go back in today, he'll be cleared by next
The
week.
thing is, if I'm the Eagles, I'm
Coming from
resting.
somebody who's had multiple concussions.
That's what I'm saying. I
I'm
don't know I'm
resting.
playing anybody, bro.
he'll
because-
be ready next week.
Because the thing is, it's like, yo, unless we really want to go after the first seed,
we're
we're first or second. We've already
Exactly.
kind of locked that
Well,
up.
You got the division.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
the-
you
we're
have
first-
the division.
We're first or second.
So,
We've locked it up. Or no, we haven't locked up the division.
oh yeah, the Commanders
we haven't
won.
lost
Yeah,
the
the
division.
Commanders beat y'all.
today. Yeah.
Y'all have
But like
officially,
we
y'all
have to win
locked-
one game
Exactly,
to be first or
Sebastian.
second.
Sebastian on the same time. Y'all are locked up the division.
What are you talking
It's y'all
about?
division.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I don't care.
You're still
I don't
up-
care if the
you're still up
Commanders
two
have
games,
a
right?
generational
Yeah.
last two games. If
You're
you
still
guys
two
fall
games, yeah.
apart, it's still
Bro,
not division.
y'all would
Okay,
have to
y'all win the
lose.
division.
We have
Y'all would have to
both
lose
games.
a game to either the Cowboys or the Lions.
We have to lose
or
both.
the Giants.
We have to lose
Giants. Yeah, they're not losing both.
We have to
yeah.
lose both.
So they got to the division. So they should just play it safe. They don't need.
Perfect case, like we win the next game so we can rest the last game. If
Yeah, we
Jalen's
should give
really
away
got a
some
concussion.
Seton Hall tickets, man.
Saquon not resting, bro. He going
one's
for
trying to go see
200.
it.
Saquon's breaking the record against the
Yo,
Giants for sure.
There's nobody in the stands, bro. It'll be the nice cheap
Yeah.
tickets, fun family time. Go get some
To the
popcorn.
Prudential Center?
I'm pretty sure there's only popcorn going to be available. I don't think they're bringing out the big.
Nobody
Restaurant.
want that, man. They're gonna give it back.
There. It's not enough.
Nobody
Not
want
enough
that.
people there. But it'd be great, funny. It'd be great family time, bro. There's nobody in the stands.
Hey, maybe.
Well, it's better. It's easier to get tickets than the Rutgers prices now. So
Oh, it's been well. First of all, buying tickets to a Rutgers game is always at what is that? Shoe Center.
Rack?
Whatever.
the rack.
rack.
Shoot.
The rack.
The rack.
We got
Jersey
the rock.
Mike's
They got
Arena.
the rack.
The
Oh,
rack's been around before the rock. All right, the
We
rack.
got
is
the
before
rack.
the
We got the rack.
Well, we got a comment in the chat.
No.
Nick Quavo said generational malpractice by the Raiders coaching staff to allow them to win.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to get Shador. I thought they
Hey,
were
I
trying to get
res-
Shador.
I
a
respect
fact.
it.
That's a
Shador.
fact.
I respect it.
I mean, they
respect it.
playing Ritter, so like, what more do you want?
Yeah,
What
bro.
more do you want, man? Like,
They-
what more do you want, man?
That
Like,
nigga AP like nigga, I'm trying, bro. Like, if I
Yeah.
lose any more games,
They-
I'm not gonna be able to come back next year.
So
their
back-
leading rusher was Amir Abdullah.
Amir
Like,
Abdullah.
Yeah.
I had to draft him in there.
My
I had to draft
God.
him in there. But like
Yo,
the Raiders tried. The Raiders tried to
trying,
lose. The
man.
Raiders
They're
tried
trying
to
to
lose.
lose, man.
backstory on Quavo. He is a Jets fan who was
Okay.
advocating for the Devontae Adams trade all season,
Okay.
and then yeah.
I mean,
So
y'all there. It's just.
Yeah,
That-
never
so-
mind.
so
Never mind
something
on those Seton Hall tickets, yo.
interesting,
Our
though.
five-star- our
Interesting
five-star
though.
just
I know
exclusive.
we're not talking about it, but if we want to switch to number one pick, so now the Patriots, Browns, Jaguars, Titans, Raiders are all 3-12. Giants are 2-13.
Ooh.
Is there
They're not-
a possibility that the Browns get the first pick?
Do they have a draft?
no, the Giants are
The
tanking.
Giants, yeah, Giants.
Yeah.
are
But I'm saying, I'm just saying, if 3-12, I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but I'm saying, like, do one of these other teams, like Titans or Browns, or one that we're not talking about, the Patriots, what if they get the first pick? Who are they going with?
Travis.
Giants getting the first pick, bro. Stop it.
They might not.
That's
man.
it. That's it.
It's gonna be a
bro.
quarterback. It's gonna be a quarterback.
Giants getting the first pick.
They might not, man.
Giants getting the first pick, bro.
The
I'm not
Giants
willing
not
to.
winning
I mean,
live in a world.
listen, if the Browns get somehow manage to get the first pick or get a top 3 pick, they're picking a quarterback.
Yeah, they're all those teams need a quarterback. All those teams.
They're
need a
picking
quarterback.
either that or they're signing Sam Darnold.
But the Giants, who's their 2 games? They got the Colts and the
Colts
Eagles.
and
Ooh, I got a good PMC. I
They're
got
not
a good
winning
question
those,
when we done with
either
this.
of those.
Giants getting the first pick, bro. It's
Yeah,
a debate
Giants
for number 2, bro.
And what? Offensive foul.
Giants taking Cam Ward. Or
I think
Shador?
so.
Shador.
What I want
I
to
think
do,
they're taking
what I
Cam
want
Ward.
to
I don't
do,
understand why, but I think
That's
they're taking
crazy.
Cam Ward.
what I want to do, and
I
y'all
don't
gonna
get
call
it.
me stupid, is I
I
want
don't
to
believe
trade
Cam
down
Ward.
to one of the whoever got the number 2 pick or 3 pick, get some stuff back, and then draft Cam Ward because I know Travis Hunter probably going to.
What do you think you're going to get back, though?
I don't know, just more in general.
an extra like a second round pick
Extra
or something.
second. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't think we want Shador.
In that,
No, but
in that situation, I see a team like the Browns because I don't see the Jaguars or
Yeah,
the
they'll get.
Raiders.
It'll
They
be the
will get a
Raiders.
lot.
The Raiders have nothing to give up. The Jaguars can't afford to give anything up because
The Raiders
then
are
that
doing
kind
it.
of completes the,
Yeah.
the foundation they already have.
So Shador
Raiders don't have any.
has.
What do the Raiders
for-
have to give up?
I don't even know, but I do know
Besides
that
draft
they
capital.
want. I do know that they want Shador like bad. And I know
It's gonna
Shador
be- yeah.
wants to be a Raider. So just what I mean, just
Yeah.
something. Give me a little
Yeah, I
something.
mean,
If I'm
The
I'm
first
sitting
round-
at 3, I'm not trading up for that. What you gonna do?
I don't,
You
I
gonna
don't think
pick
they
them?
have enough
No,
to
but-
trade.
Then pick them.
It'll. I think all these teams have draft capital, and they're not going to want players. It's going to be all like future draft picks. So it's we see it all the time. People trade up. I mean, people trade up for mediocre quarterbacks all the time in the draft.
I think the Titans might trade up. That's what I think.
They too far. They're not low enough.
They're
bro.
3-12.
But they're like good.
No, they're
four.
3-12, man. They're below the
fourth.
Jaguars.
Yeah, they're projected fourth or third right now.
They're below the Jaguars.
I mean, historically, the first overall pick can get something for a trade. Like even if they trade back, it's still 1.1. They're gonna get multiple picks.
I don't think this year because there's such a
someone's gonna want Shador. Someone's gonna want Cam Ward.
there's not enough separation, I think, between the top 3, honestly, top 4 talents in the draft.
You think
What-
Patriots trade up for Travis?
Yeah.
I mean that would go crazy.
Fortunately for them, there's somebody in this draft that would allow that. But I don't think anyone's trading up for Travis Hunter. I think any trade ups that happen will be for a quarterback. That's me though.
Someone's gonna fall in love with one of the quarterbacks. Someone always does.
Yeah.
Giants
Just
already
trade
in
up.
love, bro. They in love with Cam. They want to see the.
They would
whatever that
get.
is. I don't
They
know
would
what that
get. They would get so much like bad, not press, but like because the fans are gonna want Shador. For them to take Cam. After
If
the Daniel
hold on,
Jones
if Shador doesn't want us, he seemingly doesn't want to be a Giant.
Did you see the
Is
interview
that-
with Neighbors though? Neighbors
Prime
act like he
doesn't
didn't want
want
Shador either.
Prime
wants
Prime
Cam.
doesn't want
He
that.
want
He
Cam.
want-
But Neighbors was outside with Shador playing
Yeah,
catch.
and they asked him about it,
Outside.
and he was just like nah, like
He want Cam, bro. He
Nah.
want
Hey, yo,
Cam.
Malik Davis is top 5 funniest niggas in
Yeah,
the league
bro.
right now, yo. Him
What'd he
and
say?
Xavier
He's probably
Leggett,
trolling. He's probably just trolling, man.
What
them
did he say?
two
What's
niggas
that?
together
What's
would be
that?
the
Yeah,
funniest podcast.
What did he say
ever,
when they
yo.
flew the plane over? He was like, I ain't by the plane, so.
He said, I ain't. They said they asked him what did they say? What did it say on the plane? He said, I ain't paid for it. Him and Xavier Leggett together, man. I don't need Leggett talking to the St. Brown brothers, even though it's a funny.
I
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
I can't understand.
That's
that.
because y'all are from up north, so y'all can't understand
I can't
anybody from y'all can't understand anything south of the
Bro.
Mason-Dixon line.
He eats raccoons, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I don't want to understand.
It's not
this.
crazy.
That's
Once again,
No,
y'all
it's
are
crazy.
from up north.
No, it's crazy.
Y'all are from
It's
up
crazy.
north. It's not crazy if you're from below the Mason-Dixon line. Like like I don't eat raccoon, but like I know people that kill and hunt and
I ain't
eat
eating raccoon by
It's not-
choice.
and especially make stews out of them. Like it's not
I don't.
I'm not eating
uncommon.
I don't want to. I don't. I don't
It's
wanna
not
get,
super common, but it's not uncommon. Like you,
I don't
you
wanna
can
get-
find
I don't wanna
people
get-
that eat
yeah.
raccoon.
I mean, I don't want to get like.
See,
political,
yeah, have y'all ever eaten
political,
any type
but
of game,
like
beer,
where all the education
rabbit?
is, we don't be eating.
Yeah, damn, Lee.
where all
You see the education mat? You see the
Yeah.
education mat, right? With the
Leave
political
me
stuff on it?
alone.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's just
But y'all was shutting me down when I was talking about when I was talking about 60
Where the
minutes
view button?
earlier
where the
before
view
we
button?
hopped on the
Moving
string.
on. Moving on.
Y'all was shutting me
Wait,
down.
wait. We got some comments. We got some comments. We got Detroit fan man is back. He said what are we saying? You're gonna dog walk the Vikings next year, and the Lions are gonna dance to the number 1 seed because the Eagles can't survive injuries like the Lions can.
We'll see if the Lions don't implode and players don't start getting cocky and start seeking out deals.
He also said went to a muskrat barbecue last week. Y'all ever eat any of those?
Nah, I'm good on that.
Nah, I ain't eat no
Muskrat.
muskrat.
I don't know what a muskrat is. I just know
I ain't eat no
that was what
muskrat, man.
That was what Ben Stiller's parents used to say to each other when they were saying too much and meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers. Yeah. They're making a new
That's
one,
right,
aren't
man.
they? Are they making a new one? Meet the Fockers.
Why?
Cashing in.
That's why Ben Stiller was sitting with SZA. He
Mm.
was promoting the new Meet the Fockers. That's crazy. And I was like, why is Ben Stiller sitting in a car crying to SZA as for promo?
Everything's
Continue.
promo, man. Everything's
Don't
promo.
Don't worry.
He was trying to hit,
What's-
bro.
We'll talk
Ben
about it.
Stiller?
I'll talk about
That's
it on my
crazy.
pod. Y'all gotta have y'all come on my pod. Anyway,
Yeah, we'll switch it. But going to the next, because we're talking about the number one seed in the NFC. The AFC. Can anyone beat the Chiefs, man? Can anyone beat the Chiefs? Or are they going 3-peat?
So much devil magic that they got going.
I don't know, man. It's
It's
like
a lot of voodoo,
Yeah.
man. It's a lot of voodoo
It's
over
like-
there.
it's like my head, and all the stats and like says they're beatable, but my heart is like, oh, Mahomes and Andy Reid. It's like probably the best duo, maybe in history behind Brady and Belichick. So it's like you can't ever count them out. Pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the Chiefs win this year, Mahomes is the GOAT over Brady already. I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean, 3.
I'm not even playing. I'm not even.
3. Yeah,
And I'm a Brady the GOAT guy since forever.
You're not wrong.
If they
Nah,
win this
yeah.
year, he's the
You're
GOAT.
not
And no
wrong.
key, Andy the GOAT over Bill too. I'm going that far.
Oh, that's been.
I'm going that
Andy
far.
Reid is a better coach than Bill Belichick.
Yeah,
We already
yeah.
know this.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna get the wins. He's gonna get the wins if they keep it up. So
He's at least gotten to a Super Bowl without
With-
Mahomes.
With all that said, I don't think the Chiefs win it again this year. I do think they'll get the 1 seed though, because they just gotta win one more essentially.
Yeah,
right?
I
gotta get
think
the
I think it's gonna come out of the NFC. Whoever comes out of the NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl.
Really,
Yeah.
AFC
I mean,
kind of
that's-
strong this year.
The
man.
last
NFC
time we
kinda-
didn't win, the Super Bowl was an NFC team. So,
yeah.
I mean,
but they had to go through us to do it.
so who do you think that team is?
They had to go through us with only like one of our
I'm-
starting offensive linemen.
Because I'll say this, the AFC definitely has like more favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I can trust them.
I think
it's wide open.
I think in
How?
terms,
Why?
yeah,
How do they
yeah,
want
I'm with you,
favorites,
Lee.
Sebastian?
Yeah, it's
I'm
wide
with you,
open.
Lee.
How?
As far as like
Yo,
upsets, like if you look
to
at the
me-
matchups,
How?
To me,
Go ahead.
in the NFC, it's Lions, Eagles, maybe Vikings.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
In the AFC, it's Chiefs, it's Bills, it's Ravens. Steelers could do something.
No.
Like there's a lot more I have
No.
faith
The
in
who?
on the
No,
AFC.
man.
The what?
One. You just named one other team. First of all,
No,
and two, like no, like it can't, because
No.
if you're saying Steelers, then you gotta say Packers. You gotta say, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say Commanders. You gotta
Yeah,
say
right.
Buccaneers. Like
Hey,
some of
man.
those teams is arguable.
like
You might as
If
well
you-
say
if-
Cowboys. If you talk
if you
about
just
the Steelers.
if you
What it
just
really-
tier
what it
if you
really is
tier
not-
all the teams, if you tier all the teams, like the tier 1, tier 2 teams, it's like the Lions, the Eagles, like the
Right.
Vikings, and like the
And the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
And then
Don't
it's
let- don't
like
let
that's
the
it for the
Bengals
AFC.
make it.
The Bills are there, but
What the Bengals?
You've
do.
got
Yeah.
the Ravens, you've got the Bills, you've got the
All right.
Chiefs.
Maybe I'm tripping.
all of them have been
Yeah.
shaky.
Three
Like-
out of the top 4 teams in the NFL and the AFC.
AFC or NFC?
The NFC.
Oh,
NFC.
Yeah.
Now you said AFC, so I was like, all right. I
Oh,
mean,
no, NFC.
Going up against,
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
man.
When I look at the AFC and I'm looking at the Lions, hurt or not, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the NFC as a lot stronger than the AFC this year. I think the separation of the top
Don't let
teams
Burrow
in the
make it.
At
AFC
the
is
top, yeah.
different.
At the top, yeah.
Said,
at the
don't
top.
let Burrow make
I think
it.
it's different.
don't let Burrow make it, man.
That'd be a tough out.
Oh, man.
Tough
Don't
out.
let Burrow make it, man.
I had a question.
Yeah, y'all
I
disrespecting the
forgot what it was.
Broncos and the Chargers, man. But
I'm saying
I
they're
had a
good.
No,
crazy question.
they're
I
good.
forgot
That's our-
what it was.
That's kind of the point too. It's like the Broncos and the Chargers are the wild card teams.
Yeah.
Like I would not be surprised if they got a win.
Oh,
You know what I mean? As the
Yeah, I
wild
got a
card.
question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. My question is, whenever we're done with playoff talk, my question will go.
okay.
It's surrounding Aaron Rodgers. I'll let y'all know that right now. It's surrounding Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
I'm curious.
So
I'm
I'll leave this
Yeah.
for a team
You,
for
No,
a discussion
we
outside
wrapping
of
this up. We
the
wrapping
playoffs.
this up.
We don't need to talk about the
But
Jets
we
right
wrapping
now.
this
I don't
up.
wanna talk about the Jets.
What's your question on Aaron Rodgers? I'm curious now.
Who do you guys think
Nobody.
fits Aaron Rodgers? And the first two teams that came to my head, for whatever
I-
reason, was Cleveland in New Orleans. But at the same time, I don't think that he can handle the culture of New Orleans. I don't think he's built for the culture of New Orleans. He's not down.
You know
enough.
who fits Aaron Rodgers? Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk. That's the team that he needs to go to next. That's where you gotta go, man. That's the perfect team for him right now, man. Because he's done. He's done, yo. He's done.
I mean,
oh my god, that was great. I was gonna say he needs to retire. I didn't have that. I wish I had
the only fight he needs to have or the only match he needs to have at this point is against Ryan Clark.
Ryan
Clark's been going back and forth for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
I'm like hate each other. Chauncey for 3. He missed.
As the Jet fan here, let me just say I don't want Aaron Rodgers back, but I think the hard truth is he's going to come back again for the Jets because I don't think anyone else is going to want him, and I don't think he's going to retire yet. I think it was bad that they got Devontae Adams because now he has another reason to come back to run it back with Devontae Adams. So now they're going to just have to run it back one more year.
Yeah, y'all should run it back, bro.
I think they probably
have to.
They have to because the only other option is to start all over. The only other option is to hit reset and start it all over, blow it all up. So you might as well. I hate to say it, but just do one more year
because you don't even have like the money to go.
Garrett Wilson
about to.
It's either Aaron leaves or Garrett Wilson leaves.
They're gonna have to pay Garrett and Sauce and Brees.
Yeah, it's tough.
They're not paying Brees.
You could rock with Tyrod.
We spoke. I feel like we spoke about this.
You could rock with Tyrod.
They're not gonna pay Brees.
You could
which I think they should, but they're not gonna. Tyrod who?
They should have played Tyrod. They should have started.
For how many games?
They should have started week 1 with Tyrod. They should have started.
Tyrod gonna end up going and go get a damn shot, and they're gonna lacerate his spleen, bro.
He gonna get hurt.
They almost killed Tyrod. Went in for a cortisone shot. They almost killed my man.
Yeah,
literally, they literally almost killed
his lung.
That was
impaled his lung. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like
Aaron Rodgers about to lead the Jets to a Super Bowl next year.
Nah. Bucky Irvin almost went to the house.
I'm done with Aaron Rodgers.
Nah. It's done.
He's gonna come back. No. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
He's gonna come back.
He's gonna come back. And he's gonna play for the freaking Jets again.
I don't see it happening. He's not going to Carolina. Bryce looks really good in the last 4 or 5 games. Bryce has looked great. I don't know what team fits the culture of Aaron Rodgers because when you have Aaron Rodgers, he changes your team's culture. It's not Aaron Rodgers being added to this organization's culture. It's now the culture of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I think the way that they went all in, who wants
to put up with it?
You have to at least start next year with them and see first 4 or 5 games. You got Devontae Adams. You know what I mean?
I'll let you know how it's going right now. Trash.
It might be. But I think that, depending on what their record is or whatever, maybe they get some momentum early because they're not going to have a
Let's get him out of Essex County, man. I want him to sell that house. I want the property value in Essex County to go down.
Yeah. That's never going to happen, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll go down a little bit with Aaron. Have you seen his house in Montclair?
No, I got to look at it.
I'm sure it's nice.
That joint's it's at, you know how Montclair got nobody talks about Jersey being the Appalachian Mountains. Montclair got a Bucky Irvin touchdown. Look at that. But Montclair got hilltops at the top of the hill, like the very, very top of Montclair. Like the king of Montclair is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Did you take the peak?
I think he went with Jamel McLaughlin or whatever.
7 minutes from Cuban Beats, man.
He went with McMillan, right?
You went with McMillan. You didn't do the Bucky touchdown?
Oh, I did go with McMillan. Son of a bitch. I did a second parlay though. I did a second one.
Well,
where I went Bucky Irvin heavy on the second one.
Okay, so that was Collins. That was his hot
parlay.
Take. No, that was his hot take. That was his hot take. His Aaron Rodgers was his hot take. So we got any other hot takes from this week?
Yeah, I got one. Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC East.
Wow, bro.
Wow.
See that's
not a bad hot take.
Look, statistically,
not a bad hot take at all.
Statistically, he's right there with Jalen Hurts this year. And my whole thing is always who does more with
after
less?
5 touchdown game. He's right there.
Hey, you can't discount it. You can't discount it. It counts.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts didn't play. Like you have to discount the game.
Jalen Hurts doesn't play defense. Jalen Hurts doesn't play defense.
Yeah, but he didn't play.
He's a rookie.
If you're combining stats, you have to say that he didn't play a game. Like you have to say it in
PFC.
one less game.
I'm sorry if I've ever added
yeah.
to this type
I see
of.
what you're saying.
I don't want to add
conversation.
stats to this.
I'm
though.
sorry, bro.
You can't compile. You can't add stats to
that's what I'm saying.
To a rookie quarterback versus an experienced quarterback who's already taken his team to the Super Bowl. Like I don't want to do that.
If you swap them, if you put Jaden Daniels on the Eagles, I think the Eagles don't get any worse. That's my point. They don't get any worse if they swap them.
I don't think so.
The only major difference is that Barkley will have more touchdowns.
I think in the long run, Jaden Daniels is going to be a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts was.
I feel like that's fine to say.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say that one is better than that he's better than Hurts right now. I can't go there.
It's a good take.
hot
It's a good
take.
take.
It's arguable.
Hot take, but it's a good
He
hot
throws
take.
he throws the ball. He throws the ball better than
that's my thing. I think
he's got a little more moxie. He's definitely more of a gunslinger.
Yeah,
he's arguably a better quarterback than Jalen. I don't think he's a better leader.
Yeah, well, my Jaden Daniels hot take.
A better football player, but you can argue that he's a better quarterback.
Jaden Daniels is just RG3 2.0.
Oh, like that's a bad thing?
Why is that a bad thing? Rookie of the year?
Yeah. Prime RG3,
right?
Prime RG3 was it. Like,
you're saying
Prime RG3 was ridiculous.
Like,
I was in the
I was
home.
It's not gonna last as long.
I was in whoa, Sebastian, don't do that because I was in the city when RG3 came.
Hey man.
Don't do that.
I don't like that because
don't do that.
RG3 got hurt, man.
Don't do that. PFC, don't gas this man up.
Cold-hearted, man. It's Christmas time.
I called in on my off day last week because you was getting jumped. Don't do me like that.
All right. Shout out to Dwayne Haskins, man.
Oh man, that's funny. No, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that.
Yo, Sebastian, I heard that too.
I'm gonna give you my hot take. My hot take. Texans.
Mara family, bro.
Texans Super Bowl window is closed.
Closed?
Yeah, Tank Dell get injured is crazy.
Closed
entirely is over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's closed. Let's be clear. Closed for the immediate future.
Like they're not winning in the next 2 years. They're not winning.
They still have Steph.
Next 2-3 years, they're not winning.
I feel like
they still have Steph.
They
They
do.
still got CJ Stroud on a rookie deal.
I'm gonna be real. Is that really a hot take?
It is because last year coming into this year,
no, but you're saying
what are you talking about?
No, but you're saying that this team that's like probably not gonna win this year isn't gonna win next year or the year after that.
No, but they were trending. They were one of the hot teams.
I'm saying they're not. But I'm saying they're not a contender. I'm not saying just to win.
Okay.
I'm saying they're them being like a serious contender. I'm not saying I'm saying they won't be a real contender. Like right now, like they're in the middle of the pack. Like I think they'll be similar, like going forward. But it's more so like their division. Like their division is trash.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? So it's like they're guaranteed like 5-6 wins right now. Like they're not beating all the teams that have been good. They've lost to. Like or it's just been really close games. Like they haven't beat anybody.
The Buccaneers might lose. Cooper Rush is out here throwing 40-yard passes.
Yeah, he's
out
balling.
Cooper Rush is balling right now.
Creating separation. Rico Dowdle just ran over a defense.
Yo, my hot take.
I don't know what's going on.
Yo,
Cooper Rush is the best quarterback in the NFC.
That's crazy.
Yo, Detroit fan man said, "What's the story with the Jet owners, teenage kids making decisions for the team? Feels like they're starting all over regardless."
Yeah.
Not only is the Jet teenage son making decisions for the team and deciding against Jerry Jeudy being traded to the Jets, he also took a game ball from Aaron Rodgers and handed it to Garrett Wilson.
The Jets will never have success as long as Woody is the owner of the team. I'll put it that way. Unless he does a James
It's like
Dolan.
The Commanders with Dan Snyder, man.
Yeah.
They gotta get rid of their owner.
Yeah, it's like at least my only hope is that like hopefully he looks at the Knicks and like James Dolan took a back seat and now look at them. So maybe he can. It's the same still in New York. Maybe he can learn a little bit and just like be hands off because obviously he don't know what he's doing. Letting his son make decisions off Madden ratings. I don't know.
Hey,
I would
man.
much rather have Jerry Jeudy than Devontae Adams for the next couple of years. But
We did get another
Wait, what?
comment in the chat.
Whoa, no. Don't just run past that. What the hell
for
did
the
you
next
just say
couple of
the
years,
other
for the
day?
next couple of years, I would rather have Jeudy over Adams for the next couple of years.
That's a revisionist history thing, bro. I'm sorry. Judy's having a strong year and Adams is having a down year. But there's no way at the beginning of the season
That's
you were
tight,
like, yeah,
bro.
let me go get Jerry
Jeudy has
Jeudy
never
over
been
Devontae Adams.
been called the best receiver in all of football.
Jerry Jeudy would also been dirt cheap compared to
Hold on,
when
yeah.
we gave
I'm
up.
sorry.
What did y'all-
Somebody is honking
It's gonna-
ridiculously over
I
here.
think it was like a second or third round pick
What the
for Devontae.
fuck?
But they could have got Jerry Jeudy again. Like, I hear honking, but
Yeah.
I feel like Jeudy you could have got for like a 6th round pick or something. You know?
Yeah.
He's also younger, cheaper. Could probably re him up for the low. It is revisionist though. I don't think you would have said that at the beginning of the year.
No,
Yeah.
but at the time, it wasn't like, should we get Jerry Jeudy or should we get Devontae Adams? It was because they were two different times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
fair.
know,
I will say, just stepping back for a second, Texans have not beaten any team with a winning record except for the Bills.
It's hard for me to say their window is closed though. Like, as long as you got
like they haven't beat anyone with a winning record, and they've lost to the Vikings, the Packers. They lost to Detroit, Kansas City, and they lost to the Titans, and they lost to the Jets. But it's like all those teams are the winning teams. Like all those teams.
Yo, but they've been hurt though.
No, but what I'm saying is like they lost at different times. They lost to the Vikings week 3.
But they've been hurt. Like Mixon was out then, I
But
think. No?
No,
Yeah,
but still, like,
Yeah.
they're still losing, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if their division wasn't trash, they wouldn't be 9-6. Like, they wouldn't be in the playoffs.
That's valid, but I guess my focus on the Texans this year has been they've been hit with injuries. Like every 3
everybody
weeks.
else, though.
So-
Like everybody.
Yeah, but like it's
Bro.
like if Diggs is out for the year.
Bro,
Take Dell now out for the year.
Sebastian.
Mixed time.
Sebastian.
Collins missed like 5 games.
Rasheed Rice is out. Hollywood Brown is out. Like, these guys are out. And
Yeah.
Detroit, they have people that are out. They still whooped them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're still losing to. They lost to the Jets too. They lost to the Titans. Like, they're not a great team.
No, I see what you're saying. The results have not been there, but if we're talking about a window, we're not just talking about this year. We're talking about the next year or the next 2 years.
But I think I said it at the start of the year too. I said not enough people are talking about that CJ Stroud has regressed, or like they've caught up to like what he was his first year.
Yeah, he had a sophomore slump.
You know what I mean? So
people have had a year to game plan against you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
a sophomore slump. But I still think
it's that you don't have the receivers that you expected to have. You're mismatching people, and you're playing with. And when guys do come back, they're coming off an injury, so they're not at 100% speed.
Right.
You know, there's a lot going on with the whole CJ Stroud.
But their division is trash. That's the thing. Like, their division is gonna be better. Like, eventually, it's gonna get better. Like, but they're guaranteed 6 wins right now.
so. Doesn't that kind of work against your argument in that their division is weak, so it's there for the taking?
No,
I'm
he's
saying
talking
they're
about
not
winning
doing
a
anything now,
championship.
but they're not doing anything with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, the division is gonna get stronger. You know what I mean? Like, just they can't be trash.
It's hard for me to say that their window's closed just for the fact that they still have CJ Stroud and they still have a couple more years before they have to pay him. So as long as you have a quarterback that good for that cheap, I feel like.
But what is that good? What is that good?
We're going
off of 1 year. What is that good?
I still think he's a top 15 quarterback in the league.
One outstanding.
What is top
CJ
15?
CJ Stroud's not freshman, his rookie year.
But what's top?
One of the best ever.
Not just arm talent. He's poised.
It was one of the best rookie years ever. Yeah, it wasn't just a great. It was like his.
He's one of the most advanced quarterbacks we've ever seen.
What is he doing now?
He's not having a bad year.
You can't do everything by yourself. Yeah, and next season I expect them to have a much better year than he's having this year.
They're still going to have Steph Diggs. They're still going to have Nico Collins. They're still going to have Joe Mixon. They're still going to have cap space. That's the thing. Yeah.
When the league has an entire year to adjust and prepare for your offense,
all that stuff is going to start hitting them before they get over that hump. Because like now is the time that teams like that are supposed to be winning. Like when you don't have to
So-
pay all these people and everything like that. Once they have
So
to start
PMC,
paying these
do you-
people, it's gonna
Yeah.
Do you
they're not gonna
think
have
there are
that success.
receivers, linemen who don't want to go play for Houston or don't want to go to H-Town, don't want to go party at camp?
Yeah,
After
they're
I'm
still
not
in the
saying
draft.
that.
And
I'm-
have CJ Stroud throwing
I'm
the
s-
ball to them
No,
every.
I'm saying
and then I could go over to.
They're like the Bengals. Like when the Bengals had like Burrow and Chase and all them, like when they made their little run and they weren't paying anybody, and then they had to start paying people, and then like it just started.
Have
to
you ever
trickle
been
down.
to Houston?
Yo,
Have
but
you been to Houston?
Yeah.
I still give the
You
Texans.
You oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I almost didn't come back from Houston. But you can listen, you can go out to the bar, go out to the club till 3-4 in the morning in Houston.
oh, we know.
Come out
Right.
and there's a guy in a parking lot cooking lamb chops.
And Muskrat.
Lamb chops.
And
Muskrat
raccoon.
chops and Muskrat.
I don't know about all that, but you'll get some of the best barbecue you ever had
Listen.
drunk out of the club
Joe-
at 3 o'clock or
but
2
I'll
o'clock in
say-
the
Joe
morning.
Mixon is 28, man.
I'll say this though, in regards to
That's
their
young.
window, but yeah, in regards
Not
to their
young,
window,
but he's still within his prime.
the rest
Yeah,
of the division is just
another
still
year,
weak.
year or
Like,
two.
they're gonna be able to be at the top of the division for a few years, probably.
I don't
Like,
think so.
then
You can't
You
say
just gotta
that.
win it.
You can't say that though.
Who's their biggest threat in that
You
division?
can't say
for real?
that. Like
I mean, but you-
two seasons
For
ago,
real.
the Jaguars were you would have said that about the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? Until
No.
the Texans came of age.
No.
You know, because Texans
Because
were
I
ahead
didn't
of
believe-
schedule.
I didn't believe in Trevor
last year.
Lawrence like I believe in CJ Stroud.
But they were there though. Like that's what I'm saying. Jaguars were there, and I'll put it this way: 2-3 years ago, no one expected the Jaguars to be as bad as they are right now.
That's fair.
You know what I
That's fair,
mean?
yeah.
So it's like
I do.
that's like, and the Texans were ahead of schedule last year, so it's kind of like they're getting the benefit of like that happening. But it's like you're gonna get top picks. Like you're gonna get top picks. You're gonna like teams are gonna get better. Like I don't think the Colts are gonna be that bad forever. Like they'll move on from Anthony Richardson or like they'll figure it out. But it's just like their division is gonna catch up to at least be solid, and they're gonna have to play more competitive games. And they're not winning against these bigger teams. Like they're just not. Mahomes not going away. Josh Allen's not going away.
They're not winning this year. No one's saying the Texans are going to win this year, but like projecting out 2 to 3 years, like you mentioned, every team in the AFC South getting better. Why can't the Texans?
But let me
You're
ask
not
you.
going to make an
Look at
AFC
their
championship
defense.
game.
But let me ask you a question.
Not gonna do that.
But let me ask you a question, right? Are you taking like future in the next 2-3 years? Would you take the Texans or the Chiefs?
The Chiefs, but that's not.
Okay,
But that's a
that's
bad.
That's
No,
one-
but
no,
hold on.
I just said one.
Based off what PMC is saying, it should have been the Texans.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what
Like
I'm saying?
no, but
Like,
I'm
the
not,
Chiefs
but
are
I'm
supposed
not-
to
no,
be
but I'm not
ending-
even
no,
saying.
they're
I'm not
supposed
even
to be
saying
ending
that. I'm
their
not even
run.
saying that. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying because I was gonna name more teams because I'm saying like if you're talking about the Bills with Josh Allen, if you're talking about Joe Burrow and the Bengals, if you're talking about Lamar Jackson, if you're talking about the Chargers and the Broncos, like not to say that they're all going to be good, but they're all like a lot of those are in that same window of like where the Texans are. And the Texans have had one good year, and then it's like they have pieces that suggest that they should be good. But it's like they won't get there this year, and they won't be tested until next year if they stay healthy.
You're saying they had one good year, like this year is not a good year. When
It's
they're going to end
not.
up winning, they're going to end up winning double-digit games.
Against nobody. They haven't beaten anybody.
So what?
They have beat nobody.
what?
It doesn't matter. They're
It
still,
does
They're still
matter.
winning. They're still
Look, yo, if the
matters.
Texans continue to do what they do and then they get eliminated in the first round,
That's
that's
not a
not
good year.
that's not a good year.
That's not a good
That's
year.
not a good year. Like, and they're gonna say it's injuries. Okay, cool. And then they come back next year, and if they don't do it, because that's the first time they get tested, then what? Then you got to sign a 30-year-old Mixon. Then you got to sign Stephon Diggs again, who's in his 30s. Then you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to start paying some of these guys.
No.
Like,
So they got the Ravens on Christmas this week. I don't think anyone's gonna favor them in that game, even
Yeah.
though they're home. If they win that game,
that'll be the first
that-
team over
yeah.
500 that they beat. First team.
Revenge game. So if they win that game, what do you say now?
It was a good year.
It's the first team that
Because-
they beat.
Because wait, but
It'll be the
but
first
if
team
but
they
if
beat.
they-
It's a fact.
But let's really talk about that game. If CJ Stroud with a hobbled team goes in,
No, they're
are
home.
they going to? They're
They're
home because they
They're
played the Ravens last year in the playoffs, I believe. in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Okay. So if CJ Stroud goes into whatever that dome is in Houston and beats Lamar, Derrick Henry and company, Marlon Humphrey and company, what do we say now?
It's a good win.
It's not a good year because you.
That would be
That's
double
the
digit
only
wins
team
and
that
a
you
win over.
won.
Hold on,
They're
give me a
the only team
second.
that
Let me
they
land.
beat.
Let me land. Can I land?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Just want to make sure I have an air. Is the runway clear?
I'm waiting.
Okay. So you traded for a number one receiver who tore his ACL. Both of your next two receivers in the last 2 seasons have torn ACLs. One who possibly may have just torn it again.
Yeah.
And you might manage to beat a team with 2 MVP candidates
Yeah.
and double-digit wins. It's not a good season.
No, but you're missing the original question was their window is closed. That's what I'm saying. So even you saying
I
that,
think the window just opened. How does it
No,
close?
but-
That's what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying is like even you saying that
He's
they
only
had
been
all
here
these-
for a
but
season
even-
and a season and
But
some
even
change.
you saying that they had injuries, that's 1 year counted off because you're saying that they're not going to win this year.
I didn't say that.
But they're not.
I didn't say that at all.
They're not winning this year.
I don't know that. I don't think
Come
they
on,
will.
come on,
but
man.
I don't know
Come
that they're
on,
not
man.
going to win this
Come
season.
on, man.
So do you think a change in head coach could change it? Because we did get
No.
that fan man in the chat says
If
change
you
his
say
mind.
if you start having that conversation, say that shit about Dan Campbell.
I'm not.
But I'm not doing that to D'Amico
Because
Ryans.
the thing about it
if you
is
say that about D'Amico Ryans, say that about Dan Campbell.
no. Because the thing about it is like it's not even about them being like
Who the hell is
a-
getting the email?
a bad team. I don't know who's getting email, but it's not even.
It's Sunday.
It's not even them being a bad team. I just think that it's hard to keep like all that talent together when you don't like you're gonna have to start paying people at some point. Like you have to capitalize on it. Like that, all teams do it. Like even the Chiefs, like with Pacheco, like they're getting him for free pretty much. Like they're getting all these guys to sign. Like
Right.
it's like
But-
and Mahomes is over. Like Mahomes is doing exactly what they're saying Stroud should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like because the Chiefs shouldn't be 14-1.
We gotta stop. First off, we gotta stop using the Chiefs as a comparison because they're.
But they
like,
gotta play 'em.
Obviously, they're right, but you're comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. Like,
Okay,
that's
then do
not
Josh
fair to
Allen.
compare-
Then do Lamar Jackson. Then do Joe Burrow.
So
That's
you
all
don't
the
think-
AFC.
Right, but I'm saying you don't think CJ Stroud can get to that level?
No, but you guys said he was. That's what I'm saying. You said he was
No.
there.
Who said he
No,
was?
we didn't say he was there. I'm
We
saying
never said that.
But these guys are
saying
not
he-
old.
I'm saying
Like
he
they're not
could
going
get there. He could
away.
get there.
Like they're not
But, okay,
going
so
away
look,
anytime soon.
That's not the but that's but that but the, so what so if those
you
guys
have-
aren't old, they're not going away. What makes you think that the younger Texans aren't going
yeah.
away?
But they're
But-
not proven. What have they done?
New
They
York-
have
neither
to
are-
build, just like the
New-
Lions, right? The
Yo,
Lions
last
took
year-
about 3 years
I'm
to
gonna
build
ask
this
you
team.
something. I'm a real talk. Who did they beat last year?
I don't
I don't
know their
remember,
schedule.
but who
Yeah, I don't
cares,
remember
bro?
their
The
schedule.
Texans have never
they
been-
didn't beat anybody. They
the
beat the
Te-
Browns with Joe Flacco.
PMC,
Okay, wait,
we're
all right,
having
time
a
out. Let me get-
conversation about the
can I-
Texans right now.
I am
We
Can I
talking
never
about the
talked about the
Texans.
Texans in their existence.
And
Go ahead.
Let me get
Sebastian
into this.
quiet because he know.
Look,
He know.
No. All right, look. All right. So you
Y'all
mentioned
can give
you
me a
mentioned
second. I could go make this steak real quick and come back if y'all gonna keep talking about this. I thought we
Go
were
ahead,
gonna be
Lee.
done
Go
by
ahead,
now. I
Lee.
didn't eat dinner.
Go ahead, Lee.
All right. So you mentioned we're gonna have to start paying these guys, right? But like we said, CJ Stroud is only in his second year, meaning they still have 3 more years of control of him, right? So 25, 26, and 27. That's 3 years of a cheap quarterback who at worst is top 15 in the league, right?
Yeah.
You still have Steph Diggs, you still have Mixon, you still have, I think they're paying Laramie Tunsil, but like none of these guys are long term. So you still have the cap space to build around a young CJ Stroud. You lose, even if you lose Diggs, you still have Nico Collins there. I mean, you mentioned Tank Dell, but who knows what Tank Dell is going to be. But like the whole thing is like, if you have CJ Stroud on 3 years of a rookie deal, I don't care what the rest of the team is. Your window's open. Like to me, the bottom line
Joe
is
Montana out the
Yo,
Slauson. He's Joe Montana.
Yo, but what I'm saying is like,
Watch-
if
yo,
that's your
I'm-
rationale, we have 6 guys at least in the AFC
Yeah,
who
Lee.
have already proven in that.
If you're speaking,
go watch Joe Montana, bro.
Like,
go
if you're
watch
speaking on,
offensive
if you're
Joe
speaking,
Montana,
like,
and tell me
If
CJ
you're just saying it's
CJ
just
Stroud.
Stroud, then you're proving my point.
yeah, I'll say this.
What?
To what? Hold on. With the way y'all are speaking about Stroud, then is that y'all believe he's a top? You said top 15. For it to be open as long as CJ Stroud is on his contract, that means he's top like
Thank you.
7.
Thank you.
That's top. Like,
Yeah,
no,
Thank you.
No, but you said
He's
top
top 10.
15.
You said top.
He's
15.
top 15 right now.
That's what Lee said. I ain't
Right
saying
now.
that's what Lee said.
Now he still has 3 years. So in 3,
Yeah, but you're
in 3 years he can't be a top 7 quarterback.
What I'm saying is he going to like it has to be no question like pass Josh
But
Allen,
he's
Joe
right.
Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes. Is he going to pass those guys like where it's like it's significant, or is he going to be on the same level?
He doesn't have to. This is
does.
there's 11 people on there's 10 other people on the field.
And they got to get paid. And they all got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like
In 3 years. In 3 years.
no,
that's the point. The window's not closed.
no, but you're saying Stroud has to
You're
get
saying
paid.
it's
I'm saying the
time.
rest of the team still has to get paid, Lee. Like they had the defensive, they had the defensive rookie of the year too. He got to get paid too.
In 2 years. In 2 years.
but they still have Stingley. Like they still have mad people on the defense that still got to get paid.
I don't think Stingley's getting paid. I'm just being real.
They're gonna pay these guys,
He-
but they
he
got to
might,
pay
but
somebody.
I don't think he is.
They got to pay some because the fact of the matter is this, right? If you're going to compete with some of these other people, you got to have the defense. So if you have
I'm
all
not
that
gonna
cap
lie.
space
CJ
that you're
Stroud's
talking about, they're going to
QBR
have to
and
beef up
quarterback
the
rating are-
defense, which means it's going to put more on Stroud. And like if that's your formula and that's what you're going to go with, fine. But what I'm saying is like it's going to at least be the same as Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be at least the same.
I have a question for you, PMC.
Justin Herbert, like he's gonna get back in
who's
the conversation.
who's a better quarterback? Who's a better quarterback? CJ Stroud or Jared Goff?
CJ Stroud, I'd say, but it's
Who's
not
a better quarterback. Wait. Who's a better quarterback? CJ Stroud or Geno Smith?
CJ Stroud. You're naming a lot of NFC
Who's
guys.
better quarterback? Who's a better quarterback? CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold?
Right now, Sam Darnold.
Okay, so
I would take CJ Stroud though.
I'm gonna say if I'm looking at these top quarterbacks, the Joe Burrows, the Lamars, the Patrick Mahomes, CJ Stroud is closer. The Josh Allen, Stroud is closer to them in their tier than he is to the Kirk Cousins.
The issue is all those people. Hold on, they're all the AFC
guys. You named all NFC guys. He doesn't have to play them.
I said Josh Allen. What you mean?
I
said Josh Allen.
No, his point is all the quarterbacks you said he was better than, that you could definitively say he was better than, were all in the NFC. They're not his actual competition to actually get into a Super Bowl.
Who knows if Joe Burrow stays in Cincinnati?
Bruh.
Come on, man. Come on.
Are you honestly, bro?
All those quarterbacks.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Who's the last Cincinnati quarterback to have an outstanding career and win in the playoffs?
Joe Burrow.
Anybody name a Cincinnati
Joe Burrow.
Boomer Esiason.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
You went to the Super Bowl.
You got to go back to Boomer Esiason.
Joe Burrow just went to the Super Bowl.
No, before Joe Burrow, he's saying. He's saying before Joe Burrow.
But
how long it took them?
Cincinnati is not a best.
Let him finish his point. Let him finish.
Cincinnati is not a massive. It's not a great quarterback market. You had a quiet guy like Carson Palmer be there for like 10 years. Besides that, you had guys who were comparable to Dan Orlovsky. Like I can't really tell you the other guys who were there. What was it? Not Tim Couch played for the Browns. I can't tell you who else was there.
Can I?
Andy Dalton.
Colin, if CJ Stroud's best chance at winning the AFC is that the best quarterbacks in the AFC go to the NFC?
No, I'm going to cut you off because here y'all go again. Y'all are going to piss me off, bro. Y'all are going to piss me off. Y'all are gonna piss me off. Y'all hear one name and y'all just start running with that one name.
Can I ask you?
Who knows if all these people in the AFC are going to continue to be in the AFC? Who knows if Lamar Jackson continues to be Lamar Jackson?
Can I jump in? Can I jump in, please? First, can I jump in first? The thing with those quarterbacks is they're so good. It doesn't really matter what the team is, as long as they're your quarterback, you have a chance to win any game, right? Look at Joe Burrow and the Bengals this year. The record is not there, but if they sneak into the playoffs, they could beat anyone, right? Because Joe Burrow is that good. So it comes down to how good do you think CJ Stroud is? I think he can get to that level of the quarterbacks that we're talking about. Where, so yes, he has to go through them. It's going to be hard, but I've not seen anything to say CJ Stroud can't go toe-to-toe with every single one of those quarterbacks.
The issue with what you're saying is my stance was the Texans' window has closed. Not that CJ Stroud isn't good. Not that he can't play at that level. I said the Texans' window has closed.
That alludes
because let me wait, but first, because let me say this. Bo Nix, right? Bo Nix defense and the coaching from Sean Payton and everything like that, he should get better. That should be a good situation for him. Is he going to be better than CJ Stroud? No, but the way it looks right now, he could be a winner. Justin Herbert with Harbaugh. Is that situation going to get better or worse with him being there longer?
All right. So let me ask you: do you think the Chargers and the Bengals windows are closed?
Are they closed? No, they're not even open.
But the Texans window is closed.
Yeah, for the near
this
future.
Is crazy,
yeah.
PMC.
Doesn't make sense to me.
This is crazy, bro.
How does that? Because
they're similar situations. Except
people are upset with the Bengals right now because they're still within their window.
They are in similar situations, but that's what I'm saying. They're both closed. So what are you saying?
So now that's what I was getting before you said they weren't.
You said are theirs open, and I said no, and then you asked me if the Texans was closed, and I said yeah, it's closed. That's the same thing. They're both closed.
Okay.
So whose window?
As long as you have a quarterback on that level.
I'm gonna come clean, yo. PMC is working with Buffalo Wild Wings and writing this NFL script, yo.
I'm just saying,
keep the same 4 or 5 teams
even if you look
in the conversation,
even if you want to talk about like just the quarterbacks, it's
if
like
the Texans make the AFC Championship, we going to Houston.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is the worst quarterbacks in the AFC are all in his division. All in his division.
That helps him though.
And that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that won't stay the same.
It might.
It's not, because they're going to be drafting guys. So it's like you're going to
get
more...
That doesn't mean
they're going to automatically be better.
That doesn't mean they're hits.
I know, but what I'm saying is CJ Stroud was a great rookie quarterback. I'm saying the odds are if those teams just keep being bad, he's not going to continue. Like, they're not going to continue to just have the worst quarterbacks in that division. Like, someone's going to make a change, whether it's a rookie, whether it's a signing or this, that, whatever.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about the environment in the division. All that doesn't mean anything to me because I think CJ Stroud is that damn good.
You keep saying Stroud. I'm saying the Texans. The thing I said was the Texans. I'm not saying Stroud is not going to be top 5 one day.
And what I said before about Joe Burrow. What I said before about Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, like these guys, it doesn't matter about their teams. So they individually are so good.
So let me ask you a question.
They're going to have a window every single year.
So let me ask you a question. So to you, the Bengals, the Ravens,
any year the Bengals can
Houston
because of Joe Burrow.
All their windows are open.
Yeah, because they have the quarterbacks are that good.
Okay, so if all those windows are open, doesn't that give them less chance to win it?
No, because their window open has nothing to do with their own window.
Because you have all these people open in the same conference. So statistically, they have a less chance of winning it.
Hey, yo, Detroit fan, man, I just want to let you know CJ Stroud is better than both Goff and Darnold put together. So, sorry, I'm having this argument.
I
think that's the difference. Really, is how
because I think we're forgetting how good CJ Stroud was last year, and I know it was last year.
It's 1 year.
It wasn't just a good year. You said he had a great rookie year.
Yeah,
no,
but
he had he had one of the best.
Yeah,
rookie
and then
years
what
ever.
did he do this year? He hasn't beaten anyone significant.
He's still going to win 10 games.
But you got to beat those teams. It doesn't matter. If you're beating scrubs, it doesn't matter. If it was Jalen Hurts, you guys would be all over it. All over it if it was Jalen Hurts.
They were.
Yeah, point.
I was over Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Okay, so why can't CJ Stroud do the same thing?
Because CJ Stroud is dealing with more injuries.
And he doesn't have that supporting cast around him.
Okay, and if he does,
Joe Mixon missed like the first 6 games.
Like if their team isn't that good, like you
Window's
can't have it both ways.
Though. Listen, PMC, I get that you're a scorned Philadelphia fan, but take that shit to therapy.
No,
I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what you're doing right now is improper. It's wrong. You
It's
know
not.
you're wrong.
It's
It's
not
not.
wrong.
It's not.
You
What,
know you're
what
wrong. right
PMC's saying isn't that crazy, bro.
It's not wrong. Put it this way. Put it this way, right?
There, a team's window that just opened. A team that has this many.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say, right? They won today. If they lose these last 2 games, they could still have the same record as the Colts, and potentially lose the division.
Okay, but you keep mentioning this year. We're projecting a window is 2 to 3 years, right? The Texans next year are going to be better just because they're going to be healthier.
But that's what we said this year.
But the AFC is still going to be
The
as strong
AFC
as
is
it
still gonna
has
be
been.
strong.
It's going to be stronger.
Yeah.
If the Texans make an AFC title game in the next 2 years, you would be surprised. Like you would be like, that's crazy.
I'm not
No,
I
saying
would
that's-
not be surprised.
Hold on, but that's why he said it. It's his
Y'all
hot
has me
take.
agreeing
Yeah.
with
That's
Lee.
not. Yeah, it's
This
that's
might be
his
the first
point.
time me and
Yo,
Lee
'cause-
ever
But hold on,
agreed
y'all
on this
missing the
topic.
whole point. He said this is
It's-
his
Because
hot
Lee,
take.
It is a hot take. I get it's a hot take
But
segment.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You think that their division is going to be this bad going forward? It's not going to get better?
You can't guarantee a team
Oh
to get
my
better.
God.
Like,
But you're
They're
guaranteeing that they're going to be good next year just because they're hurt. But you can't guarantee that. Like you can't say that. Oh, the division should
Steve,
probably
why
get
would you
better.
do that?
They have 2-3 win
Because-
teams in the division. Odds are that doesn't happen again.
I can't say odds are.
I mean, if that was the case, you would think the Jets would finally be good, right? And the Giants would finally
No,
be good.
but
They're
Whoa,
bad. They're
whoa,
bad.
whoa.
They're not just magically going to
like-
get good.
I think we're because the thing about too is like even if you look at the Titans, like major overhaul, right? Like they just lost Derrick Henry, like they don't have a quarterback, like they're still trying to figure it out. It's not that they're necessarily just bad overall, like they've just been a bad team. They had a major shift in like how their team was. So it's like to me, it's not ridiculous to say that they could improve. The same thing with the Jaguars. Like right now,
Don't let any of this distract you from the fact that Cooper Rush currently looks like Peyton Manning. I
right.
don't know what's going on
He's
right
balling.
now. I don't know if y'all
all
watching
these
this
teams
right
right now
Cooper
are
Rush is
playing
balling right
backups too. It's like they're not even like they don't even have starters right now. And we even said earlier, Anthony Richardson threw what 10 times, 11 times.
It's crazy, bro.
11 times.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think? CJ
Aaron
Stroud-
Rodgers.
What do you think
CJ
CJ Stroud's ceiling? What do you think CJ Stroud's ceiling is?
I think CJ Stroud's ceiling can be top
Tom
5.
Brady.
He can be top 3. Like
Tom Brady. He got that type.
Yeah, I
of,
think
he has that.
CJ
He has
Stroud
that type of moxie and that type
He
of.
has an
decision making.
MVP ceiling. That's my
Sure.
point.
He's got that. He's got that.
And what
that
has
playing
that
mode.
done for Josh Allen?
Y'all much
I'll tell
higher
you,
on
bro.
CJ Stroud than
What
I
has that
am,
done
bro.
for Josh Allen?
He's Joe Montana
but
out
you
the
know-
sloss and swap
but you
meet,
know-
bro.
but
I'm
you-
really
you-
trying to
Josh
tell you, bro.
Josh Allen.
He's a
Josh Allen has a
dog.
window. That's my point.
Yeah,
Josh Allen
but
has
what
a
I'm
window.
what I'm saying is we've also acknowledged on this thing that like Michael Jordan, for example. If you take Michael Jordan, there were players that were great players that should have won championships, but they just ran into Michael Jordan. Mahomes is
Ezekiel
him.
Elliott touchdown, ladies and
Mahomes
gentlemen.
is him.
Ezekiel Elliott touchdown.
Mahomes is
So
him.
it-
So you telling me Mahomes is not gonna be in it? Like he's just gonna go. He's gonna be gone after this. He's not gonna get better. He's not gonna have a healthier team when they get Rashid Rice and
No.
Hollywood Brown in them back.
I-
And you keep saying
I'm
you
not-
keep saying
I'd
you should bring the
argue
Chiefs,
that-
but they're the
I'd
standard. That's
argue
what you
that the
gotta be.
Chiefs
No,
are.
but-
I'd
That's what you
argue
gotta
that the
be.
Chiefs
Wait,
are,
time out. If
are
that's the-
currently projected for a worse decline than Houston is.
If that's the case,
Of course, because they're 14-1.
If we're defining,
No,
wait,
I-
if
no, no,
we're,
no, I'm
if we're
saying-
defining
I mean,
a window,
That's
if
funny.
we're
That was
if we're,
funny.
if we're defining a window as just being able to beat the Chiefs, then
It's
realistically,
it's
no
getting
team
to the-
has a
no.
window.
But
then.
that's
It's
part of
getting,
it.
No one-
but it's
no one-
getting
but
that's
to the,
part
it's
of
getting
it.
to the Super Bowl. That's
But that's
the
part
window.
a win.
Yo,
To me,
when the Patriots
me, a
were
window-
there, you had to beat the Patriots. That's the window. Like if you can't
No,
beat the
but to me-
Patriots, you're not a contender. That's it.
I'm not saying
If
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
beat the
they're gonna
Chiefs,
be-
you're not a contender right now.
You got a
That's
point
what
about
it
that.
is.
You have a point there.
That's
You do
different.
have. No, he has a point there.
If you
Being
don't,
a
if you
contender-
can't
have
beat
a
the,
point
if the
there.
Chiefs three-peat, you're gonna tell me next year that the Texans are gonna be a contender, even though we can't compare them
Yeah,
to beating the
yeah.
Chiefs. They gotta
Yeah,
beat
'cause
the
there's-
Chiefs.
There's a difference between a contender and we're talking about a window. A window, you don't have to be the best team to win a Super Bowl. You just have to go on a run. So window, dude, the
Yeah,
window
Lee.
is an opportunity to win a championship.
And do they
Do
have
I
an
think C-
opportunity?
Come on,
Do
Lee.
they have an
With
opportunity?
CJ Stroud?
Do they have an opportunity?
Yes,
right now?
we just said
This
CJ
year.
Stroud
This
will be a
year,
top
do they have
5
an
quarterback.
opportunity? Do they have the opportunity this year?
What's a window? Is a
But
window
I'm
this
just
year
asking you
or
a current question.
No,
Do
not
they have
this year.
Okay, so
They're not
next
gonna win
year,
this year. They're not
next
gonna
year,
win this year.
do you think they'll have a window?
Yes.
Okay, and you also said Burrow has a window. You also said Josh Allen
Yes.
has a window. You said Lamar Jackson. You
all
said
these
Mahomes.
things, all these guys can have windows.
Okay,
Yes.
and what I'm saying is that's less than 20%. Like that's not good odds. Like, and you're saying if they're healthy and everything pans out and CJ Stroud becomes the top 5, then they'll have a window. Not even be a contender, not win. They'll have a window.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm also saying they
At
can
some
start
point,
off,
we gotta wrap this.
yeah,
one
they
up,
can start
guys.
2-3, and then people will be talking about something totally different. Because like Stroud is like he's had one good year.
No.
He's only had
Again,
10 years, bro.
But
He's
we
only
can't
been-
anoint
This is
him.
not a bad year.
But
He's
we
not
can't
having a
anoint
bad
him.
year.
But we can't
He's
anoint
only
him.
been in the league for 2 years.
But
not having a
it's
bad
the
year.
same. It's the same thing with
Crazy.
Jordan Love, though. It's the same thing with Jordan Love. Last year, after the playoff run,
Nah,
people were saying he was MVP.
what? No,
But
bro,
I
we're not
think there's a
doing
lot of
this.
over.
No,
I'm
we're
saying
not
I think
doing
there's a
this,
lot of
bro.
overhype. There's a lot of overhype. He's a good player. He's a solid player. He could be a
Can we
top
wrap this
5
up 'cause I
quarterback.
need to smoke?
But he's
Can we
just
wrap this
not
up
right
'cause I
now.
need to smoke? We
Jordan
need to wrap
Love,
it up 'cause I need to smoke right
no,
now.
bro. Jordan Love's hype came from when he was in fucking college, bro. CJ Stroud was hyped in college, and then people said, "Yo, we don't know who's gonna be better, him or Bryce." There was a little discrepancy. The draft happened. CJ stepped in day one, and they was like, "Yo, this is a different level of pro than we've ever seen from a rookie."
Sure.
There were receivers who his actual teammates came in were like, "You're not gonna lie, never seen a rookie come in this prepared, this on point, and this much of a leader." And I've never seen other players follow a rookie like this. We're not about to do this, bro. Don't
Sure.
bring up little ass.
But that's
Jordan
not.
Love
But that's
in
not
this
what I was saying.
Yeah,
But that's not what I was
I
saying.
think you're downplaying CJ
This is
Stroud.
too.
No,
That's
no,
bro,
I'm not-
you're comparing
But
Jupiter
you
to
guys keep
fucking
making
Mars,
it
bro.
solely about
This is two
CJ
different
Stroud.
conversations here.
You keep making it solely about CJ Stroud, and my thing was the Texans. The Texans window, not CJ Stroud's window. The Texans window.
If CJ Stroud has a window, that means
Jordan
the Texans have a
Love's
window.
no, it
window isn't
doesn't.
closed
No, it
either.
doesn't. Both things don't have to be true. Both
They're all the
things-
same. He plays for the Texans.
No,
if
no,
CJ Stroud has a window,
no,
the Texans have a window.
No, if you can have a
Listen,
good
y'all,
quarterback,
there's
on
a
really
minute
bad
40
team.
in this game. Once halftime comes, I'm making this steak.
Yeah, you can have a good quarterback on a bad team. And all I'm saying is like if you look at the Texans next year, you're gonna say, yeah, they're gonna be a better team. But I guarantee you're gonna have at least 5 or 6 teams that you're gonna say are more Super Bowl contenders than the Texans. Even if you just look at it from right now.
Again, a window to me. What's the definition of a window?
Okay, but you keep I
What's
keep
your
telling, but I
Y'all,
just said
wait.
every time you
Y'all
ask,
honestly think the NFC North is gonna have 3 teams?
that's what I'm
contending
saying.
next year?
Every time you
They have
ask,
4.
I
They
asked
have
about
4.
this year.
No.
you said
That was a
And then I
question.
said
That was a
something about
question.
next year, and then you guys are like, "Well, no,
That was
what's
a
the
question.
window? Okay, do we got to go 2 years from now? Because that's what I
But
said. Like 2, 3 years.
I have a question for you. I'm asking you a
was it?
question, PMC. Do you believe that the NFC North is going to have 3 teams that are going to be Super Bowl contenders next year?
Super Bowl contenders? No,
Yes, Super Bowl contenders.
no.
All right then.
So what are you
Things
saying?
change.
What do you say?
Things change.
So what are you saying?
Things change. Anything can happen, bro.
What does that
I'm
have to do
not
with the
putting it
Texans?
past. Listen, what does that have to do? It has to do with the general scope of what you're saying right now. You're talking about what ifs. Nigga, anything can happen. The Texans have a foundation here, a solid foundation, and they have a
But
great
we don't
quarterback.
know. We don't even know that. That's what I'm saying. You guys are going on more what ifs than me because you're going on
They
paper.
still have Mixon.
But
They
you're-
still
but
have
you're going off of
Stingley.
paper.
They still have Anderson.
But you're
They've
going off of
they
paper
still have
because they got
certain
injured,
pieces
right?
on the offensive
They
line
got
with
injured,
Green.
right? Because you haven't seen them do anything together. So you're going off of paper.
But
So
we might
you
as well
see-
say what if about any team, PMC.
No, but I'm just saying I'm going by
You might as
what
well-
has happened. though.
what if
But I'm going
Mahomes
by
goes
what
down
has
next
happened.
season?
I'm not going based on what if. What is a fact is that they haven't beat anyone with a winning record. That's a fact.
Yeah, your whole argument is what if.
But it's not
Your
what
whole
if. It's a
argument is what
fact.
if.
But this is a fact.
Man,
They haven't beat anybody. That's a fact.
your window is closed is a what if. That's a what
Yeah,
if.
but that's the
A
but that's
team
the
with a
question.
solid
But you
foundation
guys are saying
and a
it's
young
not
core?
based on what they are on paper.
Because they have a young core and they put out the production.
So
They've
I
won
can,
the
so
games.
so me basing something on the facts and what's actually happening is less likely than what you guys are saying should happen on paper. That's what you're saying.
So if we all thought like you, none of us would have seen Detroit being what they are right now. Because it's the same way Detroit built.
No,
It's the same
like,
shit.
that's not what I'm
It's the
saying.
exact same way that
That's
Detroit
not-
built what they are right now.
But what I'm saying, okay, so is
Except they didn't draft a quarterback. They traded for Goff.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
They built a young core, a solid defense, and an explosive offense. Is that not the exact same thing that Detroit did?
No, but it's totally different circumstances though, because we're talking. Because we're talking. No, because you keep naming people in the NFC, and the thing about it, this argument is the NFC doesn't have anything to do with CJ Stroud and the Texans. It has
But
nothing
we just
to do
established that the NFC is arguably more powerful than the AFC.
But that has
right
nothing
now.
to do with the Texans window. That has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yo,
How does that affect their window
I'm
to
gonna
be
go make this
contenders?
take, man.
They're not playing the NFC. If they make the Super Bowl, then they've executed in their window.
Yo,
No?
first down Rashad White. man.
They still play NFC teams in the regular season.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
they're playing more people in the AFC. Come on, guys. Let's come on, yo. Like, what are we saying?
So
You're saying the
if the
NFC
NFC
means
if the
more than the
NFC is
AFC to the
currently
Texans
strong-
now?
if the NFC is currently stronger than the AFC.
That has nothing to do with the Texans window. You're telling me
You
the
just-
team.
He just said no. He just said because the AFC. We just said because the AFC is weaker. He's in a weaker conference compared to the NFC. So that
So
should
how
help
is
his
the
odds.
window less?
No,
Yeah.
it shouldn't. Like no,
If he's in
no,
a weaker conference, that
no, it
means they have to
shouldn't
play.
because
The window
you guys,
should be
you guys,
open
you guys
longer.
keep
Yeah,
flipping.
yeah.
No, you guys keep flipping your argument because a second ago you said that there's these quarterbacks always
same,
give someone.
same to you, my nigga.
Because Lee said these specific quarterbacks give them a window no matter what. That was what you said.
That's how
Those
good they
guys
are.
in the
That's how good they are.
AFC.
Yo,
Those guys in the
Sebastian.
AFC. So now it's weak. It can't like you got to pick one. Like it can't be both.
Passionate, man. I had no idea y'all were this
It
passionate
can't
about
be
CJ
both,
Stroud.
yo. It can't
for
be
the
both,
Texans,
yo.
bro.
It can't be
Yo,
both.
shout out
Because
to
it's-
shout
it's-
out
I
to
think
Moss
it's-
Head 32 that said the Falcons beat that ass on the sorry Giants.
Belt to ass, but F Mosshead, man. He a weak ass fantasy commissioner.
I don't know.
Can I?
Y'all
But
good?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll wrap
Y'all
it up.
good?
We'll wrap it up.
All I know is
Lee gets the last word. Lee gets the
a
last word.
third. I would probably say
Wait, who scored? Is that Mike Evans?
80%.
No, who the fuck
80%
was
of the
15?
teams.
Yes, Mike Evans.
80%.
No, it's
Or like
not.
2/3
Fuck.
of the
Who's 15?
teams in the
Leonard
NFL
Miller?
right now would trade scenarios.
Let's go!
I was gonna call it out for you.
We trade with
Colin,
who?
The guy you put the ticket in for.
Scenarios.
Let's
for the Texans.
go!
I'd rather be in the Texans' shoes for the next couple of years.
You think 80%?
Yeah, just because CJ Stroud is like you see, you keep mentioning. I only mentioned the quarterback versus the team.
80% is
but
a lot,
Quarterback
bro.
is all. The quarterback is really all you need.
80%
Like, the
is a
quarterback
lot.
Is so important.
I don't think
If you have a
80% is a
quarterback-
lot. 80%
If you have
is
a
a lot,
quarterback-
bro. 80%
So
is
you're
a
saying
lot.
80% of
Need
the
a
league
kicker,
wouldn't want
man.
Joe Burrow, 80% of the league wouldn't want Justin Herbert, 80% of the league wouldn't
You said
want a
80% with
quarterback
the
like that guy.
Texans.
Nigga, 90% of the league.
No,
would
I'm saying
want
with
them.
CJ Stroud. That's what I'm saying. CJ Stroud is going to be that good.
You're
in
saying
the next 2 or 3 years.
having CJ 80% of the league would want CJ Stroud like to improve there. That I'm asking what
Would
you're
rather be the
saying.
quarterback. Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were
like-
saying the Texans situation. 80%.
Well, the Texans situation is CJ Stroud. That's
No, it's
my
not.
Point.
Like you can't say the Texans entire. They had the defensive player of the year. Like it's not just CJ Stroud. Like that doesn't just win you a championship.
Oh, that's
So,
even better. than
there's
the
no way
defensive
that I
player.
use that up as a part of my argument, and
So
you
they,
just took that.
they
and
got the
now use that
offensive
as
rookie of the
your
year, the
argument.
defensive
There's
player of
no
the
way
year,
that I
but their
use that
window
as
is
part of my
closed.
argument.
No,
You
because
shut
I
me
said
down
because I
because
said you have to act now, and my whole thing was that's what I said. My whole thing
All
was
right, I'm off
I'm not
it.
saying.
I'm off
How
it.
do you
Listen.
act now
No.
if
All
the
I'm-
people that
all
have this main window and you're still in
No,
a
because-
building
because
mode?
all I-
You're still building.
No, all I'm saying is this year, to me, if they stay healthy, right,
Crazy,
they
man.
would have been contender, whether they win it or not, and they would have been able to see what they have with their entire team. Next year,
I don't
they'll-
think anybody in Houston came in this year and said, "Yo, we're winning a Super Bowl." I think they're
some
thinking
people
in the
did.
next
Some
2-3
people did, bro.
years.
Some people
the next-
did.
Yeah.
Some people did.
fans.
But
I don't think
either
anybody.
but either way,
real football minds.
no, but
in the football organization.
but listen to what I'm saying.
Said,
Either-
"Yo, we're winning a Super Bowl
but
in the
either-
next 2-3 years."
okay,
I
but
think absolutely.
you're
they
missing
think,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
we can win a Super Bowl.
But you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying either way, it got pushed back a year to see what works and what doesn't because you had so
Not
many
really.
injuries. Yeah.
Because we just went and got Steph, so now we just.
But
got
you
to
haven't
see,
seen
okay.
it. But you haven't seen how it
We got
works
Steph and we
altogether.
got
That's
Joe
what I'm
Mixon.
saying.
what would we potentially look like if we were at our best?
And that's what I'm saying. You haven't seen it yet. So that's what I'm saying. Next year, if they stay healthy, you'll get to see it.
You gotta look. It's like a scout team. You gotta look.
But what I'm saying,
now next year, but now you're just pushing my argument, which is that their window is not closed because they're not playing for this year.
So are they playing for next year?
3 seasons.
Oh, no. So are they? Is there? Do you think they'll win next year?
It's not if you think. It's not if you think. Would you be surprised?
Do you think that they'll win next year?
I think they're contenders.
No.
Oh, you think they're contenders?
The point of.
You think they're contenders for next year? Is that a fair question?
Yes. They're contenders next year.
Okay, so
we gonna see.
But let me say this: what if they were contenders?
They're contenders the year after that as well.
If they're contenders next year, then they were contenders this year.
That's cat. Because the Lions weren't
because
2 years ago, 2 years ago the Lions weren't contenders, and then last year they were contenders.
You can't say that, man. Like,
2 years ago the Lions weren't contenders.
You can't say that, man.
Last year they were.
You can't.
It's
say
a
that.
About?
It's a trajectory.
2 years ago,
trajectory on
2 years ago
the Lions built on the team that you
2
think
years
you
ago
are.
were the Lions contenders. PMC, we're 2 years ago were the Lions contenders. I'll answer it for you.
2 years? No.
Even last year.
Last year they went to the NFC Championship, correct?
The championship,
right?
Yeah.
So technically they were contenders.
Yeah, and the Texans.
So why can the Texans not go from one to another if other teams have done it? Kansas City, we weren't contenders.
But
when we had Alex Smith,
using that same argument, the Texans weren't able to make that same leap that the Lions are right now.
In the playoffs. Here come Mahomes, and now we're automatically contenders. And we're in the freaking AFC Championship. We lose, and then we come back the next season.
But you're missing what I'm saying.
Go ahead, Can I go real quick? I think the fact that we spent an hour arguing about this just gives credit to Clay because this was supposed to be a hot take topic. And clearly, it was a hot take because it started all this debate. With that being said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Let's
wrap it up. Because I gotta fucking eat.
This is the longest episode. It's 2 hours.
Oh my god!
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate good hot take. Good hot take.
Man. Appreciate y'all in the comments. Detroit fan.
I'm about to go.
Mosshead. I see y'all in there. Quavo.
I'm about to go do things that's only legal in certain states, man.
All right. I'm hoping that has to deal with Muskrat. But that
was a great callback.
Yeah,
you got a degree in this shit, bro? That was an amazing callback.
I'm just saying. But let's end it right there. We'll wrap up. Like always, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week.